room, which is deeply sad, and I have not eaten food yet. I should probably do that. I also find it really funny that for people who watch back on these after the fact, it is just a chronicle of my slow descent into madness and possible hermitdom. I feel like if there was a specific career in mind that I have for myself, it's that I would want to be that, like, crazy guy who lives at the edge of the woods, who, like, tells people riddles while living in his little hovel, you know? First again, nice. Challenges, you are always first, actually. As well as Makai and Turtle and Donut Dragon and some other people. What's good? How are things? Welcome to day 8 of my slow descent into madness. Speaking of descent into madness, time to start the Twitch part of the stream as well. So ends my exclusive YouTube time. I know that it happens ever so often, but I hope that you guys are at least having a relatively good day. Hi, Lemon. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chris Figures Out What He's Doing Today, featuring Summon Lemon in our Twitch chat, who hasn't been here in a very long time. Hello, Turtle, and Cats, and Chibi, and a bunch of other people. The boy is boying, doing the best that I can. Hi, Random Gamer, what's up? Catch a stream for you because of work? I mean, welcome in. It's a whole lot of just doing my best. It's like... It's a toss-up. I also posted a sponsored video today, in case anybody's interested in that. I have that on my Instagram. As like a little favor. It's a lot cheaper than my usual rates, but like, the people who worked on it are people that I know, so I'm like, fuck yeah, alright, sure, why not? I'll advertise the thing. Anyway, sup, y'all? Welcome in. How are things going for all of you? It is Tuesday, which I can only assume means that Tuesday things are happening. Also, I do want to mention thank you to Minstrel, who gave a community sub while I was not actually technically live yet. I mean, I was technically live, but I wasn't live, if you know what I mean. As for today's exciting things that I have planned, not a lot. It's just another one of those, like, wear my maid outfit, chat maybe, listen to the baby screaming down the hall, all various things that one might encounter when watching this stream. A day ahead of you. Happy Wednesday, then. No homework again. Nice. Do you want to be friends? I mean, you can watch my stream. That's about as close as I can get. There's also a Discord server for people who want to, like, hang out in game. Which, mind you, I probably should organize that Monster Hunter game night, because I actually need to get back into playing that. Mostly because I am the most anime-ass motherfucker. I'm wearing the Rathalos armor. I got a longsword. I'm basically Guts from fucking Berserk, except he uses a greatsword, so I don't actually know if... You know, I'm surprised that Monster Hunter has never had a crossover with Berserk. Subscribed. Oh, thank you. Can we please say... What? Sorry, being gone for a while? No worries. Welcome back. You are always welcome. There are 3 lemons. Are there 3? There's Summon Lemon and Lemon Boy, but where... I don't think we have regular Lemon. Extra strength Lemon, one might say. I don't know where he's at. Welcome in Aiden and Son of God. Outfit of the day. So I got my Artificer sweater that I got... through another sponsorship, oddly enough. One of my favorite sweaters, mind you. It's actually really comfortable. And then I got the maid outfit on, and because I haven't washed my hair today, we're wearing the shame beanie, which is the beanie with the boobs on it, because why not? Name of Discord should be under the Criscord. You can also find the link to it linked in the description of this stream. The lemons are multiplying. There's so many lemons. We do not need this many lemons, but also building up the fan base over on Twitch. Just saying, pretty solid time. So I made Kratos and Monster Hunter. I believe it, honestly. The youngest lighthouse is watching Geats. They've already gotten attached to Buffa. Oh no. Decided to join because you seem fun. Hello, please don't call me Oyster. My name is Aster for the 800th time today. I didn't know that your name... What? I wasn't under the assumption that your name was Oyster, but... Okay. Humans in D&D video gave me this character idea. Human barbarian fighter multiclass who rage an indomitable spirit came from being unable to draw their people's heritage to the gods, believing the gods wiped out all trace of... Is this like an original character or like an original character? Because I'm not familiar with whatever show you're talking about. Munchkin on a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich. Oh, I'm munching. Sorry, I'm munching on a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich. I'm like, I guess you just really like Wicked. I don't know. It's an original character. Well, I mean, cool, I guess. I don't know what to do with that. Hi, Raven. Welcome in. Welcome in. My friend, I'm new. Well, welcome in, Lauren. Sure, why not? I'll find you and demand be your roommate because I need positivity in life. Were they saying that to you or saying that about me? Some people did ask to be my roommate in my, like... comments before, which I find very strange because I'm like, I don't know why you would want to specifically live with me. It's not like I'm D&D guy all the time. Most of the time I'm actually sleeping if I do say so myself, which is probably not the best thing. You served as inspiration. Oh, so it's me. That character is me? My barbarian multi-class? I don't get that. Anyway, Minstrel, your quest for this evening is my collection of Japanese sex toys. Which, I mean, it's gonna be quite a time. Quite a time for you. My recipe, 2 chickens and 50 eggs washed down with 4 loco. Are you okay? I feel like there's something medically wrong with you. Personally want to? I mean, that's fair, I guess. I don't know. I have, like, roommates. I'm fine as, like, a person to live with. I don't really make much of an impact. I kind of just do what I gotta do. And quietly see the things are, like, shitty. Question, do you allow minimal swearing? I swear a lot in these streams. Why do you have a collection? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? I was chilling in VR chat with a friend and on and off napping. Nice. Thank you for the follow, Triceratops. You just served as inspiration, and thus you served as inspiration because your content is part of you. Is it? I don't know. So this is also something that I want to bring up. Do you know you did these? I do these, yeah. So anyway, sorry. This is something I want to bring up because it comes up occasionally in my brain. But when people say your content is part of you, I've always felt that there was a bit of a disconnect between me and the content I make. Because, like, while I love fucking around with the game of D&D, when I actually play it, I'm nothing like that. Like, I enjoy just hanging out. Like, all my characters are built solely for the purposes of being the sexiest person around, and nothing else. I'd be the D&D guy all the time, but you are chill 99% of the time, and the only time you aren't is because people are being weird. Very true. Is when my feet and ankles are sore. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I hope that you get some much-needed relaxation in. It's not always a facet of you. Yeah, I don't know. This is something that I've wondered for a long... This is, like, something I've pondered. Not wondered, per se, but this is something I've pondered for, like, quite a while. Which is to say that, like, I didn't account for the fact that Hamasamakun, the online personality, would kind of take on a life of its own in comparison to the life that I live, if that makes sense. Because, like, I, as a person, as Chris, am very different from me online. And this is evident from anyone who's, like, hung out with me in the server, specifically. Where, like, I don't really talk a lot because I get overstimulated easily. The reason I can, you know, interact with as many people as I do on these lives is because it's all, like... It's letters, it's messages that I can read at a speed that I want to hear it at. Meanwhile, when everybody's shouting over themselves, I'm just like, I'm not dealing with this, so I just kind of go do my own thing and space out. Yes, my name is Chris. I realize now there are a lot of people who are new to this place. Hello, I am Hamasamakun, also known as Chris. I do my vibes. I hang out. It's only truth in life. Is it? I'm not a big Jesus person, I'll be real. You look like a Chris. Do I really? I don't know. I'm opening this up to the floor. Does anybody else... What other names do you think I give off energy of? You shall find. I would rather seek out Satan, personally. I'm gonna take it up the butt from Satan, personally. The Chris Court. Chris is awesome. Runs the Chris Court. I do. Hi, Azrath. Just realized you're wearing a maid suit. Yeah, I've been doing that. Your name is Chris. I'm sorry that this is how you had to find out, Ark, but yes. And no, you cannot call me Chrissy. I will ban you. Cthulhu. Really bothered by your name being Chris. Why? What bothers you about my name being Chris? This seems like the least bothersome thing about my existence. Gay Lucas energy. You're talking about, like... Wasn't there a YouTuber named Lucas, or am I, like, hallucinating that? This is a Pokemon channel? No, this is a D&D channel. This is Patrick. And banned from needing sleep. I mean, if I could figure out how to do that, I would. Otherwise, I would just, like, exist in my... vague, like, approximation. And Alan used to look like one of me. No, you cannot call me Alan. Just like people having names I don't know them as call them. I mean, you can continue with Hama. That doesn't change the fact that Fun fact, right? My middle name could be shortened to Wally, which is kind of close to William, but, like, people have mistaken my middle name as William before. And these are people that actually know me, which I find very interesting. Either way, that's also why my character in Arcanite is named Wally, because I couldn't think of an actual name. Fucking Ark dropped that on me in the middle of the fucking session, like the most emotionally jarring fucking, like, session I've ever had, where I'm like, oh man, I can't believe I have to contend with the fact that my entire world is gone. So anyway, what's your name? I'm like, ah, fuck. I thought it was gonna be just Schrodinger forever, but all right, I guess fucking Wally. To be fair, Schrodinger slash Wally is basically just my like self-insert Power Ranger OC. Hey, hello. Hey, Goku. No one called you Wally Franks from Bendy and the Ink Machine. No, I have not actually met anyone who's played Bendy and the Ink Machine. I don't know. I'm so over like indie horror games. Like I feel like after we got Bendy and Poppy Playtime, I'm just done. I'm done. It's like it's not a vibe. I'm not here for it. It's not worth my time anymore. Horror games like also just horror games in general, I don't really make a habit of playing anymore. Just kind of cleric to get a stroke. When did your character get a stroke and why? But Dredge is pretty good. It's very many do just suck. Yeah, it's Wallifred. That's also not my last name. It's Hamasu, not Hamas. So William Vanderholt. Yep, no, actually, that's a lot closer. These kinds of quests come later. It's Fontana had me loop around this one area like 8 times. Was ready to throw my phone. I was that fed up with it. Schrodinger could have been a character name and name they've gone by for so long. Simply have come to embody the mask that Schrodinger once was. To be fair, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know. Schrodinger as a character has always just it's in such a weird state where like they started as just a bit, like I was here to just do things, like fulfill whatever Ark wanted me to do. But then Schrodinger became like genuinely one of my favorite characters just because of how much they had to go through and like the way that it all kind of compacts into this like chaotic little being. Just Chris is like Christian. It's Christopheles. Chuck E. Cheese in Northridge today. Chuck E. Cheese is still running? I always assumed that Chuck E. Cheese had fucking closed already. Like that, I don't even remember the last time I was in one of those. Do you know Billie Eilish? I'm aware of them. Forgetting to watch it. Arcanines? You should watch it. Just watch episodes like 19 to 25. That's the ones I'm in. Today's stream sandwich is roast beef and Swiss cheese. Very, very nice. I love me a good sandwich. I need to get more like groceries. Is your opinion on DM giving player mental disease because Kellenvor got a dairy allergy? Who the hell's Kellenvor? But also, I feel like that's something you have to discuss prior. You could do it, but I wouldn't recommend it just off the bat. There's a beautiful moment where the bit character becomes emotionally invested. To be fair, that also very well went in the realm of like my mindset going in. Because I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to play like a game with Alec and Ark, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I love Power Rangers. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Gravity, as well as the subscribe from Dimples and Dice, gifted by Minstrel. But it was very much like, oh, I know Power Rangers. I want to play a game. I think it's going to be fun. I get to just fuck around and find out. But like, it was such a positive experience that I'm like, I specifically, I remember saying this to you. I specifically said, I'm not leaving. I'm coming back next week. Even though I wasn't technically supposed to be there the whole time. But like, you know, the Morphin Grid knows. The Morphin Grid got it. Anyway, but yeah, so it eventually evolved into a character that genuinely wanted to continue being there. And then we kind of had to like backtrack and be like, all right, now what is the actual emotional core of this character? Like, what is it? Loss? What is the vibe going? Trying to make orc cleric character named Depression. He is a therapist and managed to cure all his lost tribe mates of depression, hence the name. Why was he named Depression if he cured depression? I feel like he'd be named like Joy or something. Didn't give one of our players Eldritch Madness. I feel like there's a very specific way to do Eldritch Madness, but that people don't understand. Because, like, it's one thing to be crazy. It's one thing to be Eldritch crazy. What color is Schrodinger's suit color in more forms? He's purple. Because your boy's favorite color is purple. Well, technically it's like purple and pink, but like mostly purple. He was going for like a magical Cheshire Cat vibe, you know? Baseball, huh? Baseball indeed. His favorite video game? Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I really like the new Monster Hunters, but my favorite game I've ever played is Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Second only to Infamous 2. I did like Infamous Second Son. It looked great, but it wasn't as emotionally like taxing as Infamous 2 was. So, like, for those of you who don't know, Infamous 2 has one of the most tragic ending, like, scenes I've ever played through, because they actively make you kill your best friend. Spoilers, by the way, but this game has been out for literal decades. But, like, they straight up make you do it, and I almost died in that stage, because I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Well, it's suit style Schrodinger. Hey, go eat some food. Oh, thank you, Astro. Appreciate it. Like, Clone Drone in the Danger Zone? I have not. Like Chrono Trigger on Steam to play it again. What is Chrono Trigger? I've heard of it, but I don't actually know what the game is. Chiffon is the literal embodiment of mine and Hama's friendship. Yeah, it's a lot of Schrodinger being like gentle parented by a cat who doesn't feasibly have the power to stop him from doing what he's doing, but can like try to gear him in the right direction. Because mind you, Schrodinger, while being immortal, essentially stopped aging at like 13. He was basically the fucking what's his name? Toby? Who's the blue Turbo Ranger? Like Michael? What was his name? Oh my god, what was his name? I just watched a video about this too. This isn't bad. Justin, thank you. I'm gonna keep thinking it's Toby. Have we ever had a Toby Power Ranger? Simon Succubus. Hello, welcome in. Justin. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Justin. Cletus. Yeah, Cletus, the blue Turbo Ranger. To be fair, he did like drive a pickup truck. Name in the general, couldn't post anything here. Name in the general? What are you talking about? Anyway. Is a Black Ranger? Cletus or... Oh, Toby? There was never a Toby Ranger, was there? I swear to God, I don't fuck with me on this. I swear to God, there was not a Toby Ranger. There's like... There can't be. Cletus, I know for certain, is definitely... Anyway, sorry. So Schrodinger was basically the Justin of that series, but like a little bit less annoying. But what's funny is people mistake Justin as being a Mary Sue type character or Gary Stu, but it's just because he was the only one written competently in Turbo. So I'm honestly, I'm a Justin apologist. I think Justin got way too much flack, especially for being a child Power Ranger. And it all came about because Big Bad Beetleborgs was doing better than Power Rangers. Hey, Simon Succubus, thank you so much for the subscribe. We got a high train incoming, guys. Let's go. If we can manage to get to a level 5, I do the funny little dance. I don't know what that dance is, but we'll find out. Just saying that I said what you look like in Discord general chat. Yeah, but I also don't know what that means, and I don't know what to do with that information. Push-ups? God, no. Streaming soon, wish me luck. Good for you. I do what you gotta do, man. Just don't advertise in other people's streams, because that feels kind of gross. This child once been never a Power Ranger. I wish I was a Power Ranger growing up, dude. That would have been so much more interesting. Could have gotten a lot of my child rage out. So my man, what's up, Serenia? How you doing? Got me a D&D for my favorite YouTuber. By far my favorite YouTuber. Oh, I'm glad. Should do my German homework? Probably. And also, hi, Clayton. Jason from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Jason from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is like going through some real legal troubles. I think he was like arrested for like some kind of like financial crime, and then he opened up a business where he's like, yeah, Hitler had some good points. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That is insane. And then he got brought back for Beast Morphers for like a crossover that wasn't even technically a crossover for Beast Morphers. It was a dino themed crossover episode, which primarily starred anybody but the Beast Morphers. They were all like fucking around somewhere else. His real name is Christopheles Wallamanfred. I'm a sandwich. What are we talking about now? Austin St. John, also known as the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, a man who basically became the antithesis of Jason David Frank. Like, Jason David Frank, I think, had some problems, but ultimately was seen by the public as a pretty good person. And then you have, like, Austin St. John, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Do you guys remember that time that Austin St. John, I'm pretty sure Austin St. John auctioned off, like, some kind of ticket, like, some kind of event, right? Where you paid and would train with him in the fucking, like, monk temples or something. I'm like, I cannot fathom who paid for this. Like, what is the vibe here? Man, an explanation? What about Dino Charge? I think Dino Charge is fine. Hi, Goofy Goblin. Welcome in. Bye, I guess. God, the sheer impatience in the YouTube live. If I don't say hi immediately, they dip out. My God, man. St. John doesn't deserve the saint in his name title. Honestly, yeah. He was iconic as Jason, but I guess things just kind of happen the way that they do. Someone pinged you for some reason? They pinged me for something. Shima is what people call a near-perfect female being. That's really weird to say. That is a very strange thing, and you should have kept that to yourself. I'll be real. Be back, though. Okie dokie. You go watch your soup. I think the Megaforce group was actually underrated. How dare you leave forever? Fragno Claire, favorite character I've made, Occipitus of Sacrum. Skeleton means thinking of rump. You just made bone sex jokes. Love the vids. Oh, thank you. So my my favorite character I've yet to play is something I called the Gloctopus. Basically, the idea behind that was I was going to make a half illithid character where basically his jaw split out into tentacles. And he used each of those tentacles to wield a gun. So he was just a guy with a bunch of... He was a cowboy. It was the first character I ever did a Southern accent for, which, mind you, I love Southern accents. This is also canonically Asian. His mother was Chinese. Really? So we did have, like, a canonically Japanese person... Or not, canonically Asian. So that makes what? 6? We can make a full Ranger team of Asians, just like it should have been in fucking Samurai. God damn it. Megaforce, I find okay. Super Megaforce, no, back to the river sticks with you. You know what? I'll give you that. I will give you that. Megaforce, in and of itself, while being crap, at least Megaforce was consigned to just like Ghostager, which was not really all that good to begin with. So there wasn't a whole lot they could do either way. But then you have like Super Megaforce, which ruined, admittedly, one of the single greatest seasons of Sentai I've ever watched. Jungle Fury series, pretty good. So Southern Drawl. I mean, it's not that complicated. It kind of depends. This is like my default, I don't really feel like trying Southern Drawl. And then you got like Vaguely Cowboy, which is just doing this voice and trying to shoot things. What about Dino Fury? I liked it. His name is Jason Scott Lee. I don't know how I feel about that. Robo Knight is cool. I kind of like him. Robo Knight is... I don't know what the fuck to do with Robo Knight, personally. He's... I don't know. There's been better robot characters. I would have loved to see Alpha 5, personally. You know what? Why didn't they do that, actually? As anniversary seasons go, why didn't they just make Robo Knight like a better version of Alpha? That would have been so much better. Then they could have justified the whole Zordon is my best friend thing from Gosei. A character that is a false Hydra. I don't know how that would work. I feel... So the thing is, right, if you were to play a false Hydra, you could kind of do like a Forget-Me-Not thing from the X-Men, for those of you who know who that is. Forget-Me-Not from the X-Men is a character who the second you look away from, you forget he exists. So, like, I feel like that'd be really interesting to play a character within the party that basically is cursed to never be remembered. So all the times when the party is doing well or like, you have a plot hole or something, you factor that in. Doesn't it have official stats? Bisexual Bob, thank you so much for hanging out. There is probably a 50-50 chance that Hama is a false Hydra. Do you forget that I exist when I leave? If I end the stream right now, do you not know who I am anymore? Robot should have had power up where he called on the alpha robots as armor and weapons, bro, literally. I don't know. All I know is that I think Ark and I could have written a better season of Power Rangers than they did. It was so lazy. It was the single worst season of TV I have ever had to comprehend in my life. Forget that everyone exists when they leave. To be fair, so do I. I don't know if that's an ADHD, an autism, or a Chris thing. Could be all, personally. Come on, Ninja Steel. I think as a concept, it's pretty good, but I think Ninja Steel as, like, starring basically no Japanese people is pretty fucking stupid. What is their obsession with doing Japanese-based seasons and not casting a single Japanese person? The only American that should have been in that season? Fucking Star Ranger over there. Fucking Cowboy McGee. Man who had a guitar that was shaped like a gun that was also a sword. Honestly... I kind of stand him, personally. His morpher was a burger. They should have kept that. Probably all the above because someone forget everyone once stream ends again. That's fair. And they add on what's going on. Power Rangers. Lore of Edenoa and the Alpha Series robots. I would personally love to know why they decided to make them look like that. Where does the Power Rangers movie factor in? Also... Can we talk about Ivan Ooze, whose plan was to introduce Gak to a bunch of children and then make them all walk off a cliff? Actually, no. Make their parents walk off a cliff. That was his entire plan. He wasn't even, like, trying to take over the world, I don't think. I think he straight up was just trying to murder people. Oh, no. He was using them as slave labor. Then he tried to murder them, I'm pretty sure, right? Have a good night. All right, bye, Claire. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you. The past ninjas just stop existing at some point. If not, why don't we get more crossovers? Past ninjas? I don't know. I think a lot of them lose their powers. 2017 movie or the 90s movie? I was going to say 2017. That's the one I was talking about, but then it got me thinking about the 90s one, which, personally speaking, kind of love that. Also, fun little victory for your boy, but my VOD for my YouTube mobile stream reached 23,000 views. Mind you, that's all probably from people scrolling through and watching it, and not like actual people who sat down to watch the video, but that's still kind of impressive. 23K views of people worth of people scrolling through, which I find really interesting. But just always come back for a crossover. True, they have to factor in a way for it to come back eventually, but yeah. How to explain the character difference between Megaforce Black and Super Megaforce Green. I don't remember the character's name. Nobody does. Trying to be completely serious, Megaforce Black, he lines up and becomes more silly. Yeah, it's just a shame that the entire show is ass. 2017 loosely follows an early fanfiction on Wattpad from early... Does it really? Are you serious? Is it actually fanfiction? Ninja Storm is the go to Power Rangers. Changed my mind. I wouldn't dream of it. That is the single greatest season of Power Rangers outside of Dino Thunder. Need to join stream more often. Please do. I'm trying to raise my viewership. I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to factor in the way that I'm supposed to be doing these things. Captain America or Winter Soldier? Neither. I don't really like either of those characters personally. I think in the comics both suck, and in the movies they're kind of bland. Weird to have Cowboy Ninja. That's a funny concept. I like it though. Picasso. The thing. Okay. So the reason he's a cowboy. Actually, I don't... So, in the Senti, which is where all of that comes from... The end is now. What do you mean the end is now? Anyway, so that comes from the Senti, and he's fully an American person, but he is Japanese. But, like, he's an American monster hunter who takes selfies with his monsters and, like, is a cowboy, I guess. His fucking Zord rides another Zord, and he rides on top of that Zord, which is fucking insane. Sure, talk had me thinking, ever play BGO? I have not. Building a new computer, that's nice. Completely serious. Rita being a ranger and betraying Zordon in the first Rangers, Billy being autistic, Trini being gay, all part of the 2008-9 fanfiction. That... I still stand by the fact that people should have loved... They slept on that movie. Oh, thank you for the $1. Appreciate it. They slept on that movie hard. In any case, it's taken me this long, but we're about 30 minutes in, so I'll just let you all know. Our ongoing goal, we are at Maidathon Day 8. If we manage to make $50 on each of the platforms, then we get a bonus stream where I wear the maid outfit. We want to see how far we can take this streak going. So far, YouTube is in the lead with about $15. Over on Twitch, we are at 0, but we will hopefully get there. The other side of that 50-50, you bring a false hydra is that you're just a mimic against sentience and became a streamer. I mean, you're not wrong. Thank you for the $1.69. Appreciate it. What's up, all? What's up, Noah? A character named you that only referred to themselves in the third person? You're a bit loud. Turn your computer down then, man. I'm going to stream at whatever volume I want. It's been fun. All right, bye, Summon Lemon. Have fun. Love the 2017 MMPR reboot. I'm intensely sad it won't be continued. Yeah, I would have loved to see like a Zeo season or Zeo movie or just something in that realm, you know? Subscribed. Oh, thank you. Down of Thunder is the best. It is. Are you French? No. What about... Actually, I guess the maid outfit. I was like, what about this screams French? Michael Myers, thank you for the follow. They literally has moved on from Buffa to Neon. Already? Okay, to be fair, Neon is kind of iconic. And by kind of, I mean full-on iconic. I top tier with that. Thank you for the $1. Should I form a D&D club at my school? I say go for it. Vinny Dreadful, thank you so much for the follow. Which is very active today. Pretty active, yeah. Be Chris with being French. I know a handful of French. Well, not a handful of French. I know some French people. Strong accent. No, I fucking don't. Oh my god. I don't know. Do I sound French to you people? What about Cosmic Fury? I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's the best. It's like, alright. Just subbed and liked. Oh, thank you. I'm so close to 200k. I think I might reach it tonight, possibly, if I can get like 200 subscribers. My daughter would love your look. That's nice. Thank you for the $1.11. White boy accent is very strong. Do I sound... I guess I do kind of sound a little white. People have told me that I sound white before, but I think it's just because the way I talk. I don't know. I'm very, like... I don't have an accent despite growing up in a place where everybody sort of spoke a little bit with an accent. Not like an Asian accent. I could have very well come out here with Hawaiian, like, speaking Pidgin. My dad knew how to speak Pidgin, which is very strange because he was, like... the most white Asian man I've ever met. I hear like a tiny Southwest Southern accent, like barely there. What's funny is I didn't grow up in the South either. I think it's just because I've done a Southern accent as my stim for so long that it just ingrained itself into my fucking brain. So now I just have like a slight twang occasionally. But to be fair, I also occasionally just like speak like kind of like I'm from Brooklyn. I don't know. That's also because I did a Joey Wheeler accent for a very long time. So deal with it. Have you considered perhaps turning down the computer volume? Sound like Michael Jackson. In what fucking way? Am I doing too many small donos? I mean, not necessarily. You can do them all in one go. You can do them all as like a singular bit. I think if you do a bunch of small donations, then YouTube takes a cut of each one of those. So that's more money that you're just not handing to me when you do that. So if you want to do something, I would suggest doing it in one big go. Might just be the former Texan to me. Maybe. It's the color of your wall. White, I think. Like a sort of eggshell. Is that play button fake? No. I have nearly 200k subscribers. That's from beating 100k. Is there a reason you come in here to be a dick, or like, are we just vibing? People tell me I sound Australian, but my family's German and Turkish. Interesting. Watching Power Rangers right now. Which season? That's the real question. It's the last thing I expect to run across. I mean, D&D guy in a maid outfit probably isn't the strangest thing that's on the internet. 2017 movie was supposed to be a trilogy. The second movie would be both Green Ranger intro and Lord Zed's intro. The third would be Ninjetti powers and White Ranger using Saba to create the ninja powers. I would have loved that personally. Let me call myself Texan since I was born and grew up in Austin, Texas. Wait, what do you mean you can't call yourself Texan? Wait, what? I don't know what to do with that. I'm an Invincible Season 3 finale. Haven't seen it yet. Have you got your car yet? Hey, wait, somebody who watched my original, like, long, like, sideways YouTube live. Yeah, no, I got my car. I've been driving it for a hot minute. Have you seen Austin? I have not. I was stuck in the fucking, I think it was either Dallas or Austin. I was stuck in the goddamn airport for 13 hours. I didn't even have the, like, there was no reason. Like, I couldn't even get, like, a hotel room because, like, the only, if I left the fucking place and I went to a like hotel, I would have immediately had to come back after like getting all that shit figured out. So like, yeah, that was the worst flight experience I ever had. I'm never flying fucking American Airlines ever again. Talking about D&D guy and made out his crazy part to join in him. I mean, not the strangest thing I think I've ever done, but it is what it is. Cannot type. It's okay. I cannot talk. What's your opinion on Wagenknecht? What? I think it's a step in the right direction that women were active in politics. I mean, I think women should have a space in politics. I don't know what any of that is, but, like... Also, thank you so much for the $2. Appreciate it. Oh, it's the same vibe. Gonna leave the stream open, gonna hang out. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, you should definitely sleep, my dude. Left my last day. What do you mean your last day? Go super hungry? Dude, me too. I have not eaten today. I really should have gotten food. Which, mind you, I think that's what I'll set the goal at. If we manage to reach goal on both platforms, I'm gonna go get Korean barbecue. That's how I, like, circumvent all the calories I didn't fucking eat before. It's for my last dono. Oh. What last? I don't know. Goodbye when you're just having an awkward day. Shit's easier with more input. Fair. Good dough is tasty, I recommend. What's your opinion on Jungle Fury? I think Jungle Fury was a pretty solid season. Oh, it's for my last dono yesterday. So you donated that yesterday and it didn't go through until now? Huh. Interesting. So wait, are you not leaving? What is the vibe? What's happening right now? Just stop watching. I think I have to Ninja Steel like Power Rangers for a while. That's honestly fair. Dino Charge was the last like pretty like solid standalone season, I think. 8th day in a row, baby. Hey, yo! That is exactly what we're doing. It's important. Hopefully sleep soon. No, I just forgot to remove the dono text. Oh, the message was... Okay. But thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. RPM thoughts. One of the... A pretty solid season of Power Rangers. Kind of strange how, like, good it was, considering that it adapted what was essentially a joke Sentai. Like, it was a very lighthearted one. It was about, like, being best friend with your car or something like that. Wolf Attack, eating today is a vital part of existence. I know. If we manage to reach goal, then I will go get food. But until then, I will figure it out from there. Did Jungle Fairy ever do a crossover? No, unfortunately not. That was during the part where, like, Power Rangers just straight up didn't have crossovers for, like, the longest time. Which I'm really sad about, because, like, what the fuck is the point then, you know? Like, we have this ongoing story. I don't know. After don't remove text, so I don't repeat the same text. After all, I had to work. I needed sleep. Ah, that makes more sense, yeah. Got it. Living in the land of the free. Trying to. Gotta go pizza, have fun. You do that. Yeah. Anyway, such is the way of things. Tattoo looks cool. Can you show it? This one? Sure. It's like my anime sleeve. Has a bunch of anime stuff on it. I need to get some parts of it redone because it's kind of fading in places, but we shall see. Another stream, another, again, Hama. Yeah! We are keeping at it, Joshua. We are getting in there. We are shoving... I don't know why this was the first motion and thought that came into it. Add a pop of color to it? Maybe. I kind of like the black and white, personally. Sleep in these streams, but I don't sleep till 1 a.m. To be fair, these streams go on for quite a while. It's okay to watch anime? Yeah. So where you are? A little bit after 6. How many days are left of Maidathon? It goes for as long as we keep making gold. So as long as people donate to these streams, I will continue to wear these maid outfits. And I guess I just have to contend with whatever that is, you know? It was updated. What do you mean 6-way polyamorous? What the fuck? There's apparently a site that just keeps track of all my shit. It's weird. It will live on forever. We'll see, G12. We'll see. It has been slowing down a little bit, but I think it's just because I've been streaming day after day. So we'll see if I can keep this up. If not, then we will see how that goes. But on the bright side, I at least was paid today from one of my sponsorships that I did. Wear a cat maid outfit next stream. Make me an offer. Make me an offer. Put your money where your mouth is. Otherwise, get what you get. 10 years from now, how will we be dressed in a maid outfit? No one will remember why. To be fair, it could very well go the way of that one person who dressed as a girl and then found out they were trans. Pitch. Students of Ninjor figure out his research to allow him to make ranger powers and each create their own teams. Whoever's team defeats their evil villain first, they become the new Ninjor. So I think we now have a season for Gozuger. Just putting that out there, right? Hear me out. We adapt Gozuger. We keep the elements of fighting all these other ranger teams. 500? Bet. Donate 500 right now, and I will wear the entire cat maid ensemble. I have the cat ears right here. I'll fucking do it. Otherwise, you are a coward, and I trust nothing that you say. Think you'll find out you're a maid. Can you imagine I actually have been a maid this entire time? Like, I was not making any money from any of my content, and I've just been, I've been cleaning houses. Like, this is not a house I live in. I just break in occasionally. Whole outfit, let's go. You know what? Yeah, if somebody donates $500, I will wear the full outfit. Don't the cat ears attract the weirdos, Hama? Yeah, but for $500, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Someone told him Azeroth is now a mod. Oh yeah, Lemon, Azeroth is a mod now. Watch that season of Power Rangers. I think it'd be pretty solid. Imagine, right? So, like, going off of what Ark said, you know, you have these various ranger teams, like students of Ninjor. Each one of them, like, they have their core powers, and they've been working tirelessly to replicate the powers of every other ranger team so that they can, like, introduce it to the world. Or, like, some variation of that. Or it's, like, you know, returning the powers to each of the ranger teams because there's, like, a big threat coming. I don't know who the main villain of Gozuger is quite yet. But basically, those powers are stolen and doled out at random to the rest of the world. So now you have basic criminals and monsters taking these ranger powers. How much to make you play World of Warcraft? 100, I guess. I would have to download it and kind of get to a place where I could play it, but like 100, $10,000. Oh Christ! This spin-off season, Ark the Conqueror reactivates the turbo powers from Boo Boo. Yes, I love that we're doing things. We're making things happen. Pancakes or waffles? I'm more of a pancakes kind of guy. Your subscribers real? I have not bought them. No. What makes you think that I bought them? My God, dude. Honestly, I have half a mind to ban your ass, because honestly, at this point, I'm not tolerant of people being fucking annoying anymore. What ranger teams would you pick for that? Well, the thing is, in Gozuger, it's just every team. Every team has, like, a Senti ring. So, like, you would have a few others that, like, would kind of fall under that purview, if that makes sense. Did you streaming today? I take a Twitch made goal after I left yesterday. I think so, yeah. I think we did reach goal, but I also don't know off the top of my head. The maid outfit for Maidathon. Basically, we have an ongoing agreement that if we continue to make $50 on stream, I continue to wear this maid outfit. For a backflip, donate it first and we'll see. Smiley Devil, I think? Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. It's good to hear. Yeah, it was a fun time. We try to push forward. It's been slowing down every so often, but we're at least kind of like... My YouTube has been doing slowly better, I think. At least I hope it is. I don't know. It's just been a very difficult time. Could have other teams be Tokyo, Kira, the Minecraft Animal Season, Dawn Brothers, and Gozuger. I would love to personally... I don't know. I think Dawn Brothers would be a really interesting season to adapt. Imagine Dawn Brothers, right? You have Don Momotaro. He's like the fucking like apprentice or something to Ninjor, who was like banished after a time for being kind of a dick. So here he comes back on to like the back onto what you calls it. I'm not a girl. I'm technically neither, but anyway. He comes back and he starts forming his own ranger team to prove his superiority to everyone else. I feel like that. I'm just saying, Ark and I should be in charge of the Power Ranger seasons. They'd be so much more interesting than the shit that they keep giving us. I don't know, they should just like hand it over to the fans, honestly. Alice Lover, what's up? Hello again. When have you been streaming on YouTube? For like a week, roughly about a week. Oh, how's it going? Going okay. Every platform at all times. Hello, Screaming. I'm still waiting for my $500 unless you want to be branded a coward forever in stream. There was a Minecraft season of Super Sentai. So kind of, it was called... Fuck, what was it called? Zoo Ranger. No. Zoo Man? Zoo-Oger? Zoo-Oger! Yeah, Zoo-Oger. And basically they had like a Rubik's Cube that they could transform into cube animals that would fight for them and were their Zords. True shame, YouTube stream, Power Rangers, but they are the Zords. I think that is actually what happens in Dawn Brothers. Don't want to used to be a technology aspect from in space, but uses VTuber models for the Ranger forms. Yeah. I think any show you and Ark will be in charge of will be killer. I think so. Personally, I think we should just get a job. If I could figure out a place to get that, I would. Guys say he'd bring it next week. The 500, I mean. We'll see. We'll see. Sits, we don't get any more Power Rangers to the best of my limited knowledge. All I'm hearing is that we have the means. We have the opportunity. We could get in there. I'm an Ark in charge of Star Wars. I'm not really a big Star Wars person. I'd be better with Power Rangers or like Kamen Rider. What was it called? Sounds like a name Jack Black would give it something. Fuck, what was it called? Fuck, what was it called is what I'd say often in this stream because I don't remember the names of a lot of stuff. It's been donated so far today. About $19. Dash Vampire's easy peasy. Dash Vampire? What? There's one where the samurai team that could become the other ones? What do you mean become the other ones? This is coming 2026. Paramount is releasing it. Starts filming fall this next. Oh. So what I'm hearing is Ark and I could cameo on Power Rangers if, you know, they're looking for extras and or actors and I could just get in there. Like, do they have an audition process? Has your day been? Been okay. Josh is a guy in stream. Oh. I find it funny that you talked about Power Rangers every day for the last 4 days. You and Ark really just got to make your own show at this point. Honestly, yeah. But, like, I talk about it because it's one of my many passions. Be an extra and take over the whole show. So hear me out. New season for Power Rangers, right? So Ark and I, so it basically you have these Ranger teams and they're like they're famous, right? These are all TV shows. And it's just like a group of Rangers stealing powers from like the other Ranger teams. What the fuck is this? Hamasamakun. There's an official stream? Main topic Minecraft. What the fuck is this site? Anyway. What's your favorite Power Rangers series? Favorite Power Ranger series is probably Time Force. Why'd you forget to eat today, Hama? Because I didn't really feel like leaving my room and I was doing a bit of work here and there. Which is why if we manage to reach goal, I will go get Korean barbecue. Otherwise, we will see how that all works out for me. It's been a bit of a slow day on this Tuesday. But, you know, we do what we can. We try to get what viewership we can, you know? In any case, honestly relatable, yeah, you need to eat. Well, D12, if we manage to reach goal, I'll go eat. That's just how I justify reaching goal, is I treat myself because I would have had a successful day of content creation, you know? So when they were all on Netflix. Oh, yeah, they were on Netflix for a while, huh? Yeah, I kind of missed that. I don't think they had all of it, did they? Screaming, thank you for the follow. Skin and bones. Am I? I don't think I'm necessarily that skinny. Do I look skinny? Am I like do I have health problems? This might be something I need to address. Oh, man. It's very hush-hush currently. We have some test scripts that leaked last year and sounded really good. I need to be in Power Rangers. I don't even care if I'm actually properly in it. It's Wednesday for me. Well, happy Wednesday. You know, a lot of them with Space Force Rangers. You mean in space? Should go or keep waiting on my brother's couch for him to get up so I can make him watch Kendrick's halftime show. Has he still not seen it? Time for my daily war crime? Yeah, very nice. Good stuff. I mean, 48 for goal, and that means at least 150 each. I can't do the math on that, so I'm assuming we're at least doing pretty good in terms of, like, viewership. YouTube has been slowly going down a little bit, which is a little unfortunate, but we'll see how it goes. Most of them, how I actually catch up on a lot of the seasons. Really? Hi, Tails. Welcome in. They're on Tubi. Can you give YouTube quests? I don't know, for $1 each, maybe. Because I don't have a redeem. I can't do redeems on YouTube Live, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. We're at 38. Oh, that's not bad. Let's go. Kind of averaging pretty decently. I think we might have a genuine shot this year of aiming for partner, possibly. What Sentai series did Dino Thunder come from, and what are your thoughts on Dino Thunder? I love Dino Thunder. It came from Abba Ranger. I didn't see Abba Ranger. What are you doing? Streaming. Hi, Cole. Welcome in. I think he still hasn't. It's irresponsible. He needs to leave. Level 20 Bard's most vicious of mockery. What? Lemon Boy, your request for this evening is the homosexual agenda. What do you get from partner? Well, on Twitch, I would get access to the partner lounge at Twitch at TwitchCon. There's advanced support, and I think I also get a better payout. Like, Twitch doesn't take as much of the money people send to me. Abba Ranger fucking slaps. I believe it. I don't know. I know that the dinosaurs talk in that one, and I know that there was that one episode of Dino Thunder where they literally just watched an episode of Abba Ranger and it didn't make any sense. You're on Twitch? I am on Twitch, yeah. Like, of all things, like, it was an interesting series. Got you all a card, the homosexual agenda. Good work, Lemon. You bring forth a quest to the rest of the audience. In any case, if we can't manage to reach gold, then great. Otherwise, I guess I'll starve today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's been at least a relatively decent day. What do you stream on Twitch? Occasionally games. For the most part, I've just been vibing. When did you make your first 6 figures? Still working on it, my guy. Taxes are hard. How do I complete that? Complete what? You're wearing the maid outfit again. Did you hit your goal? Yesterday, yeah. We'll see if we manage to keep it up. I don't think we're going to reach it today unless we get some donations in from either platform. Tried to do laptop for stream, but my headphones are killing my head, so I think I'm going to switch back to my phone. So that's good. McDonald's cheeseburgers. Do you think you could eat in one sitting if you got 1,000 per burger? 5, probably. I'm not... It depends on what kind of burger. Like, if it's the small ones, probably like 5. I feel like I could top out at 5 if I just didn't eat. So Abba Ranger is an absolute menace, way better than... I don't say this lightly, than Trent. No, Abba Killer is basically the greatest hater in fucking Super Sentai. He names himself that solely because his main mission right now is to fuck with them, and I don't know why. You're random gamer. I think he's for too. Can't find that guy on YouTube though. I'm so confused. What guy on YouTube? Chris, what's up, Nexus? What's your favorite topics to talk about? Mostly nerd stuff. I found a video about a character that's just Vegeta, so if I missed it, can you do Tarble? Which one's Tarble? When I heard your name, I thought of backlogs. Why backlogs? It's me donating for you to start estrogen, my guy. I'm not, well, I am kind of trans, but not really trans. I don't know. I don't know what's classified. I think it's technically under the trans umbrella to be non-binary, but I have no real need to change any of my parts. I've just now figured out how those fucking things work, so, yeah. Just trying to get you to notice the money. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Now we are $30 away from our goal. This time, what? Kind of great stuff. Oh, thank you. So you're best streamer in the news, fake Universe 12. I came to the news just to watch you. I appreciate it. Hey, Jack, thank you for the 150. Appreciate it. My money where D12's mouth is, Jesus. But also, what was a Abba Killer's like vibe? Which, fun fact, the reason they had to clone Trent is because Abba Killer in Abba Ranger was basically a hater for the whole series until the very end, where he like got fucking killed. Or something like that. I don't know. He was just being a dick for like most of it. It was kind of insane. If you had full control of Megazord, which one would you choose? I would probably want the Space Ranger. No, actually, I would want the Wild Force Megazord because those are all sentient and I like them. He was a writer, hence the cool reppin'. So he was a poet beating the shit out of dinosaur people? God, I love this man. Did he write about it? Why was he so angry? Why was his whole vibe just ruining the day of the Abba Rangers? Like, what possessed him to do that? Us on YouTube has been here since the beginning of Maidathon. Few, I think. ADHD fingers. You're good, no worries. Real vibes here, keep it up. Thank you, Bryce, appreciate it. Want Wild Force Zenaku mask. Like, the Zenaku mask that was possessed and turned him into a monster that, like, attacked the Rangers. And also was a lot cooler than Merrick, mind you. Gonna die on this hill. Merrick is lame. How much do we have to donate to make you wear a full cat-made outfit, meaning the collar, the belt, everything? Like I said, $500. I said I'd do the entire thing for 500. I just need to see the money first. Hey, Mistral, thank you so much for the 3. Next person who donates has to double it to the... Also put your money where Detroit's mouth is. Everybody's putting their money where Detroit's mouth is. Make for the greatest story ever told. Literally, that's it. Honestly, I respect it. I kind of respect it. Like, Abba Ranger's villains, I don't think were like, kind of comedic relief. So, honestly, they kind of did need somebody to come in and kick the shit in. When McDonald's had Power Rangers toys and Happy Meals, then they stopped and the world took a dark spiral. 500 in total in one day. In one day. In one day, if we can get 500 on YouTube, I will do an entire cat-made outfit. Won't wear my stuff under it. I will wear the full adornments, cat ears. I even have a bell choker. It's here somewhere. I just don't know where. I do have like a spiky collar as well. We have to put the money where the cat-made mouth is. What would you do with 10,000 if you had to spend it? If I had to spend it, I would go on vacations, buy a new camera, maybe a new PC. And then I'd start funding my friends' like actual plays because I don't really want to do them, but like I'm fine with like spending money on other people's stuff. But like, you know, if I had the money for it. He would attack them when they were winning too fast, and he would attack the monsters when they weren't written correctly. I love him. I love him so much. This is all I wanted out of a villain, personally. Abari Killer? Top tier. If you choose a Super Sentai season that didn't become a Power Ranger show to become a Power Ranger show, which one? Either Go Zyuger or Pata Ranger versus Lupin Ranger. Or I think it's the other way around. Lupin Ranger versus Pata Ranger. I know they're never going to adapt those because it involves all the heroes fighting to the death, pretty much. But, like, I think it would have been good. How was your day? Okay. Kind of just vibing. But look at that. Y'all were at 777. That's fun. Favorite Pokemon? I don't know. Alolan Vulpix? Your Hydrate just redeemed it. Okie dokie. Choose Jetman. I don't know enough about Jetman, but wasn't Jetman originally going to be the one that was adapted? Like, that was the original idea for Power Rangers, but then they went to Zyuranger because it was more recent, I think, or something along those lines. That did death for our entertainment. How much do we have to donate to make you play the Hubs theme? I don't know what the Hubs theme is, but I don't know, like 50? Don't skip my message. I didn't skip. Oh, bye. Netrunner Phantom. Hey, welcome in. Deathmatch between Power Rangers, that is something I would watch. I think like, I don't know enough about Go Zyuger because I haven't really been keeping up with it. But I would love to personally see an entire season. Oh, that open. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, like 10? 10 and I'll play it out loud. I don't care. Another fun thing we're going to get soon is Shin Sentai adaptation of Mask Man. Really? Mask Man. Of all the seasons, they go with Mask. I would love to see Go Ranger. I would love to see them try to make that make sense. It's like, I'm pretty sure one of their like most powerful fucking attacks was a football that they just threw at the thing. Much to have you listen to a song of my choosing. $10. $10 song request. Let's get that random guy's message. I didn't skip anything. Seen the new Power Ranger, Red Ranger Isekai? I have not. We have 40k humans because they're cool and belong in D&D very well. Abhumans? Let's see if I can spare that much. Alright. Cool thing that happened on my island. We're hosting a 40th National Island Games. That's fun. I don't know what that means because I've never actually seen anything of the sort, but like, dope. Man, if it's because we gave him money. My friend raved about how good the Gundam Netflix, which is bad. Then I had to watch Ready Player One to show him proper mech animation. Really? I don't know. I thought Ready Player One was just kind of okay. You ever played Final Fantasy? And if you have, which one? I have not. Do I just think I was a girl? Long hair? I don't know. So the made-out costume is gone. What do you mean? I'm wearing the same thing that I've always been wearing. In the same time frame as the Kamen Rider they did the last Shin version of. I mean, I guess, but I'm just saying, personally, I would really like to see Go Ranger. Anyway, Garfunkel's doing pretty good, I think. Should fix his glasses. He's being a pretty cool dude. Just watching the OG Kamen Rider, as you should. OG Kamen Rider slaps. Yeah, battle was as good as Lord of the Rings Battle for Helm's Deep, hands down. I don't know. I never bothered watching Ready Player One. It just looked really lame. People freaking about missing or skipping messages. Have they watched the stream before? Yeah, there's a lot of people in here, or at least usually. I don't know. I have to go between two different chats, so I'm just kind of keeping track of whoever I feel like keeping track of. So, turtle, his name is Bobber. Hi, Bobber. I'll at you on Tune Up with one song. Okay. Give me Shin Car Ranger, specifically the Pizza Monster episode. Okay, actually, though, I would. I would actually love to see that. What's your opinion on Mystic Force? I liked it. I thought Mystic Force is not nearly as bad as people say it is. Since 50 so far, we do better. Twitch, YouTube is like 10 ahead. Not even, actually. YouTube is 4 ahead. Technically, like 3. Nah, like 5. Like 5 ahead, roughly. So somebody donates $5. You will officially have claimed the title from YouTube. Steven Spielberg made it. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's kind of lame. It's basically just a show of, like, let's see every single pop culture reference we can. And, like, aren't you a gamer? You're, like, an epic... Oh, by the way, there was a crossover comic between FaZe Clan and Batman. Recently found out about that. It's fucking bad, but, like, it has a panel of Mr. Freeze going, "You really thought gamers could defeat me, Batman?" And it's the single greatest panel of comic books ever. Skyler, what are we doing? Just vibing. We're doing Maidathon, which basically means if we manage to reach goal, I continue wearing the maid outfit. Let us see TuneHub's requested song, "The Moon Rises." I don't know if... I don't think YouTube's gonna hear this song, because I can't afford to get a copyright strike on that shit. But Twitch will at least hear it, so have fun with that one. YouTube music... Wait, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. I didn't even know... What the hell is YouTube music? This comes with, like, a video attached? Ignore that. That donation just happened. What Transformer team would you be when would you transform into vehicle-wise? I honestly don't think I'd even want to transform into a vehicle. I think I would just want to transform into, like, a gun or, like, a tank. Tank is a vehicle. So, like, a tank or a spaceship. I would want... Okay, hear me out. Transformer, but it's just the Astro Mega Ship. This is YouTube with Spotify. I never use Spotify. This is like a My Little Pony thing. Bankrupt yourself to beat YouTube in donations. True. Do not bankrupt yourself to donate to me personally. I appreciate any donations that do come through, but, you know. Hey! Well, it'd be just that easy. We must win. Also, the guy I was talking to about not finding the Minecraft guy who's trying to take over you. It says song, but my game isn't ready for it. What? But anyway, thank you for the 15. So now they're ahead by a little bit now. Now they're like 20 ahead. To Mistborn. I have not. People keep asking me about that day after day. Is this just Frozen, but like My Little Pony? I don't understand. Someone donate 50. Bankrupt yourself to beat YouTube. No. Screaming. No. We care about our audience. We want to make sure everybody's financially stable. If they have the extra funds, then they can donate. We are, however, $15 away from goal over on YouTube, which I find interesting. This Spider-Man show. I've seen bits and pieces, but not a lot of it. I am morbidly curious about it, I'll be real. I think it'd be funny. It's your favorite Owl House character? I've never seen it, and honestly, by this point, I don't even feel like watching it anymore. Everybody's been asking me to watch Owl House and do a video about it, but I'm like, I don't want to. Bankrupt yourself to beat YouTube if you want. There we go, that's better. Good enough that Bayformers copied a lot of it. Copied a lot of what? Transform into ice cream truck and have the ice powers. Very much Anna and Elsa's ponies as my ex. As an ex My Little Pony fan. What do you mean ex? I don't know. I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with My Little Pony. I think people can like whatever they want to like. There's a reason it's gone on for so long, and I'm assuming it's A, children, and B, quality. I'm not a fan of My Little Pony personally, and I'm not going to bother watching it, but $50 beats YouTube and gets a video, and yeah, don't bake yourself, put yourself in a financial bind. That is true. If you do donate $50, you can get a video of your very own. This, how much longer is this going to go for? Depends on how many times we manage to reach goal. This is a long song. Name a car for an edit. VW Beetle. Avoid needing my shin. Lunar Biscuits. Aww. Netrunner Phantom. Your quest for this evening is Ruth Bader Ginsburg brutally gabbling your penis. Hi, Jocelyn. Welcome in. How much do you have to donate for you to be a tsundere cat maid? I feel like that's more of an attitude thing than it is, like, donation thing. Your maid outfit, because people paid me to do so. It's got me back into D&D. Oh, I'm glad. As for how much, for cat maid tsundere, I don't know. So as you thought you would have more. I mean, it varies between, like, 100 to 200. But, like, I don't know. People don't really watch lives. I've been trying to get a few more people in these. We're starting to get, like, regulars, at least, which I appreciate. Anyway, so that was that song. It was okay. I wouldn't necessarily make it 600. Fine, 600 for a Tsundere Maid cosplay. Why not? I do not play DBD. I cannot get into it because it's a whole lot of running around and being bad at things. So waiting for Hama to start a video with a hierarchy staring directly into the camera and then going into the video with no acknowledgement of the intro. Honestly, I'm kind of here for it. I think that would fuck, all things considered, just being like, hi, Ark. We're going to be talking about incest today. I don't know. Too tired since I'm slightly seeing double, but I'll get sleep tonight. Please do sleep. We have Ark here because, and he can mod. You don't have to stick with it. You could go to sleep if you need to. How fresh my mouth? What the fuck does that mean? What's up, Jason? How you doing? Welcome in. Naruto is solo leveling? Naruto, I think solo leveling is kind of just boring. You put me in the incest anime video. I'm specifically putting Ark in the incest anime video. I'm gonna start requesting people to do my intros for me in my videos and then putting them at the beginning of the video. I'm making all the weird ones Ark's videos. In like 8 minutes. Why? Why would you do that? That's such a strange thing. And this is coming from the person wearing a Maidathon on stream. Is your favorite Naruto character? Fucking Kiba. No. Shikamaru, I guess. I like Shikamaru. He's fun. He's like very nonchalant. Like Mince. I mean, that's fair. If you played Final Fantasy game, you might have to do hours of farming levels. I've never done that, no. I can't sleep until my mom gets home. I need to pay attention. 2, if we get the oil delivered, so we have heat? I don't understand how heat works where you're in. I'm James. Hello, James. Favorite live-action fantasy story? Which clan would you want to be in? Whichever one doesn't get absolutely eviscerated by pain. It's the most broken D&D build you showcased in one of your shorts. I honestly don't know. Every intro I record for you will be me yelling fuck off camera and slowly walk to my chair before introducing the video. Okay, but like, I'm kind of here for it. I think that'd be really funny. Fuck. Have I actually ever heard Ark exclaim fuck before? Huh. That's good. That's just going to be for my private collection. Yeah, I'll take that feeds the furnace that gives us the heating for that. Oh, okay. I get it now. I understand. In a nursing home, they gave me my phone because I would not shut up. You live in a nursing home? How old are you? Not to say that I'm mocking the elderly, but like, how old are you and you watch my content? This is... I don't know, to be fair, I'm actually genuinely curious what the oldest age of the person... Who the oldest person who watches my content is. Like, how old are they? Like, 63. Oh. Do I have anybody older than 63 in these streams? Show of hands. Anyone? 64? 65? 69? 800? Dollar and a pound? I think a pound is less? Huh. I'm 83. Really? Are you really? Huh. 420. I'm 13. Modern idea justified. 86. Are you Gittel? You all capping. I have dementia. Whatever you, 25 here. Very much in the simulator Scotty K Fitness TikTok videos. I believe it. 36 here. 18. I mean, I don't know if any of these guys. I was just genuinely curious. Because, like, I'm 25, right? I just make my content the way that I do. And, like, whoever decides to watch it can watch it. Which I find very interesting because, like, what has connected all these various generations outside of a distinct love of power, or not, of D&D, is me. Have you heard of Skylanders, and if so, what's your opinion on it? I've heard of it. My brother was into it when he was younger. We have a bunch of the Skylander figurines. No idea what the fuck happened with that. Now everybody's just writing numbers. You were born in 99 as well? Yeah, I'm a 99 baby. Roughly 400 years old as the earliest date of the first lighthouse being... I have to wonder who was the first person to build a lighthouse, and, like, obviously it like serves a function, but like pitching that to everyone, it's like, hear me out. I want to go to the farthest reaches of our fucking shore and build a tower. And at the very top of that tower, I want to put like a big light bulb. And they're like, why? It's like, it'll all make sense. We have a bunch of boats that keep crashing into the side of the building. Or into the side of the cliffs. Whereas he's on Colin's friend and said, I'm Steve. Good for you, I guess. Lamp for Mother Nature. Lamp. Never Runner Phantom got to subscribe. Yay, thank you, Minstrel. Towers? Yeah, the fucking lighthouse. Lighthouse is a tower. Oh. Wait, what are you towers? The Twin Towers? Oh no, sorry, it's the Two Towers. That's the Lord of the Rings one. Twin Towers is something else. Which, mind you, it took me way too long to realize that it's Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, and not the Twin Towers. And that made for really embarrassing interactions with fantasy fans back in high school. Because a lot of people I knew were really into Lord of the Rings, and everybody was like, "You need to watch it." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like I started watching the first one, was kind of bored. Later on, I started watching the second one. And I'm like, "All right, this is." So when does 9/11 happen? Is that coming up anytime soon? Reading about your content, you only subbed when I told them about the maid stream. Really? Huh. I mean, whatever works, man. If people like D&D, they can like D&D. Otherwise, the vibes be vibing. The second tower. My god, Sauron hit the second tower! When you describe exactly how it happened, the basic coast the first lighthouse was built on was essentially to warn ships of the rocks and sandbars so they could get their supplies. Yeah, I mean, that tracks. I feel like somebody wasn't just like, I really want to build a tower. Oh, hey, it also serves a function. But to be fair, like, I would love to live in an evil wizard tower. I don't know how plumbing would work in that place, but I think it'd be really funny. Sauron was standing for... Really? Were they really? Are you just being anti-Semitic? Played Warframe. Is there when the Twin Towers got hit? That's unfortunate, dude. Original DM brought back my original character for my campaign. I get to play him the first time in 12 years. That's nice. I had a character that I played for like a year or so. Brought him back for another game. He died immediately. I got power word killed. Griffins and Gargoyles is way better. Are you talking about the game from fucking Riverdale? How dare you, first off? Oh my god. Do you guys... So, I stand by the fact that within Riverdale is the seeds of a show that actually could have been pretty good. If they had stopped with all their mythical fucking nonsense and, trying to make, like, teenagers sexy, the show wouldn't have been... Also, if they fired the guy running the show and put somebody who actually knew what the fuck they were doing, that show could have been a lot better than it was. If I had a module building that has a tower portion, if I had a module building that has a tower portion, I would be buying it for the new house next year to have a legitimate lighthouse as my streaming space. I fucking love that for you, dude. I want to buy a house. I don't know what kind of house I would get. I want to live in a cave. I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of interesting. Is that Beanie? It has a boob on it. Thank you for the follow, just for Twitch, dudes. Plumbing, it's a wizard tower. You don't need plumbing because it's magic. Yeah, but that's in a world where magic exists. The River Sail, Hatline. Damn. Hey, Demiggle Man, what's up? Pretty Little Liars? What about it? I don't know. I don't know anything about Pretty Little Liars. Where are you from? America. I have a concerning amount of mints. Why do you have so many mints, dude? Stop having mints. This lighthouse got to be the Pharos in Alexandria. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I've narrowed it down where my dream house is just a place with bay windows. The ones that have like they kind of go out a little bit. They're like front facing and they have like a little nook. I want one of those. I'd put like pillows there. I would just like sit and read. I feel like it would be a fun place to like be. That's my dream house personally. I don't care. It doesn't need to be like 2 floors. Honestly, I prefer if it wasn't. Like maybe a yard. It's up to you. Sure. Cutting board a chandelier. What? Dare you? How dare I what? I'll continue to eat your cookie. And I don't mean that in like a sexual way. I mean literally a cookie. See if YouTube stream is me at our house. Oh! What's up? Welcome in. Original Sin 2. Never played it. You doing though? Doing okay. Hi from the Chicago airport. Really? How's that going for you? I want a house with all kinds of secret passages and rooms and a bunch of comfortable nooks and crannies. Same, dude. Grey Waters, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Anyway, for those of you over on YouTube, we are $15 away from reaching goal, which means another Maidathon stream. As for Twitch, we are a decent amount away. Seen Choose or Die. I've seen like a synopsis of it. I thought it was, I don't know, it's one of those horror movies where they're like, we're going to take something really innocuous and make it scary. And I'm like, I'm not scared. This is just stupid. You're doing good, bro? Thank you, JJ. Appreciate it. Love you for the call out? What? Seeing the extended version of Lord of the Rings, they're 4 hours each. I refuse. Madison loves Murder Jones. Thank you so much for the follow. I think I'm gay. Good for you. 1250, I think, away on Twitch. 1250? Well, the goal wasn't to get to 800. The goal was to get to $50, which I think is a little bit more than that. Welcome back, Chill Guy. This is D&D Canyon. It's all Transformers. Just a bunch of Warforged transforming and shit. By Peter Griffin. My dream house is one of those two-story barn workshop buildings that have bottom being a half garage, living room, and kitchen all in one room. That's kind of fair. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want a garage to be my living room. You know? Because I feel like if I'm making food and it's also a kitchen, then you have all the exhaust fumes wafting off and sinking into my food. So, oh, sorry. Azarath, your request for this evening is being on fire. Sound comfortable or good? I mean, to each their own, I suppose. It's a hobbit hole. I'm 4'11", so it's appropriate. Fair. I think the shortest person I've ever met was 4'11", actually. They're like real short. This is crazy. I think they might have been 5 feet even. Voltron D&D, I need to see this campaign now. Voltron? Really? We have to beat the YouTube stream. How am I just going to say I'm coming out? I'm just going to say I'm gay? Good for you? Also, you're from YouTube. So, like, what do you mean? You're trying to beat... Are you trying to... Are you turncoating? Are you beating down the thing? 771 before stream, so we need to be at 831 to get to goal. Well, there you go, fam. If we manage to reach that, then hopefully we manage to reach that. Otherwise, we will see. The Twitch stream, how am I just going to say I'm coming in? Okay, so you said it on both. I don't understand that. You're basically playing both sides. Interesting strategy. You're going to have to commit to one. Otherwise, whatever stream gets whatever stream. Power World or Pokemon? Pokemon. I don't know how I feel about Power World. To imagine medieval fantasy kingdom seeing a tank for the first time. When would they see a tank? Those things are, like, pretty distant from each other, I'm pretty sure. They invented guns first. YouTube forever. We do love the YouTube when it behaves itself. Mostly when I have moderation. Viewership is down whenever I have moderation, but at the very least, we don't have to deal with it. Here's to Twitch, but just modding here. Team Twitch. Yay. Well, we'll see. If neither one makes it, then neither one gets Hama's favorite. So, we'll see if they decide to claim their right as one of my favorites. Good night, Hama. Bye, Phantom. Need a quest to dedicate my life to? Your quest is to donate $15. To get that last goal made. That'll be the quest, and then I'll write a proper quest about YouTube fighting a force of good. Which, mind you, I've always found this kind of funny, but whenever I get a sponsorship, I always picture it as, like, some lord requisitioning my services as a mercenary to, like, travel across the land and deliver the good word. It's basically Journey to the West, but, like, D&D, if that makes sense. Like, I'm out here just doing whatever I need to do, and then they drop a satchel of coin on my table, and they're like, we need your services. And I'm like, It seems the time has come yet again. Good morrow to you, sex toy company. I don't know. It's community engagement. Nice. That was fire. Everything is fire. I don't know. I have that, and then I have the second thing that's coming out on, like, the 22nd. I have another, like, sponsored post. That one's for Monument Studios, which I'm actually really happy about, because they gave me access to a lot of their free music. I'm gonna get back to the YouTube stream. You do that, bud. Bay door open with the back door as well when a vehicle's running in the garage. I mean, that makes sense. Unhealthy obsession with fire. You do whatever you want. Just don't hurt anyone. Let's start D&D, but don't have anyone to play with. I mean, you could join the Discord server. There's a lot of people I think who would be willing to play. You could be a voice actor. I tried for, like, a while when I was younger. To be fair, I didn't, like, audition for anything official. It was a lot of fan projects. But, like, maybe. I've never had it in mind to do something like that, you know? Going to melt metal. You do that. It's just, what's the goal for? So the goal is to do another maid outfit stream. Basically, anytime a platform reaches $50, I do an extra maid outfit stream where I stream in this maid outfit. We've done 8 streams in a row. Should make a show I can get you 60 people. 60 people for what? Watching it or shows? So with $5 donation, you get a command if Hama approves. Bet. Next person to donate $5 can have a command in stream. Bad Baby Alabama Bar. I don't know who either of those people are, and I honestly am happy that I don't. Do you play Minecraft? Occasionally. We do actually have a Minecraft server. That's why they want a Waluigi Wario impression. Destiny Zexel, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Mimic bullets. How would that work? I don't think you could make mimic bullets because, like, you would have to. They'd have to be susceptible to an explosion, and a mimic being that small would probably just die. Well, Random Gamer gave $5. It was on YouTube, though, so I don't know how that works. I was going to say for Twitch specifically, but I don't know how that... I don't think I can give you a command on YouTube. It doesn't really work that way. It eats your bullets before you can fire them. How does that work? Mimic arrows? Mimic arrows might work. Should get YouTube a command? I mean, I guess. Should we do a YouTube command? And also medium creatures and ammunition is tiny. Mimic gun? I don't know. Favorite small hopping creature? Frog. Smell that launches the mimics. Mad now? I don't know. You could have done it on YouTube or on Twitch. But also, you could make a mimic gun. It's just your bullets would have to remain the same, because a gun itself is just a thing that hits the firing pin. It's just like it. I don't know how to describe this. It's just a gun. Like, the bullets are what actually does the damage. Ahamkara fight in Monster Hunter? Isn't Ahamkara from fucking Destiny 2? You can do anything on Twitch, and you didn't say Twitch only? Yeah, but I also can't give you a command on YouTube. That's not how it works. From last night, Z. What? I'm playing with a mimic in it. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there are some options. Thank you for the follow. Arianya still owes $40. That's true. Everybody who left stream last night owes $40 to the stream. Is your Discord link? It's in the description of this live. So if you go to the description, I don't know how you get access to it. But if you go to the description of the live, it should have an invitation. This is open to anybody who wants to join my server. You play Among Us with Corpse? No. Pitch. A common rider about to die shatters their belt, sending the fragments out to several people who get portions of his armor and power, gather together, form a full common rider with a hive mind. The secondary rider is the original rider's second form and weapon. I would actually look... Hold on. Has there been a season like that before? Where, so the show starts with the common rider getting, murked. He gets defeated, he explodes his fucking belt, whatever. And then the show follows a bunch of riders fighting each other to try to claim all the power of that rider. And we just have one person who's our protagonist, and he's like, I want to do this because common riders are meant to fight for good, and all these other people are doing it as and being dicks. And hear me out. Each of the individual common rider belt pieces can grant other people powers as well, but they're the main one. They're essentially it's like being a king, I guess, in chess. You have all these other people doing your bidding, and it becomes a common rider gang war. Oh, I would love that season, actually. I want that. Well versed in the art of medieval insults, funniest way of beefing by far. I am not, but I have seen posts here and there. Update on the D&D session I mentioned, not sure if you remember. THR 1000 Earth move from Ultra Kill? Neat. What the fuck is Maidathon? So Maidathon is the ongoing agreement that if I make $50 on either platform, I continue to wear this outfit on stream. We're up to day 8, which, by the way, we're $10 away from that goal. So if anybody wants to super chat $10 in YouTube, then we can get there. Yeah, the protagonist has the helmet piece. One has the arm, one has the chest piece, one has the other arm, the legs, the other leg. Maybe one has straight up the guy's weapon, it's a sword. Call you my friend, Hama? Sure, if you want to. I got another $10 to spare. I have another song I'd have you listen to. If you had it, then by all means. But if you don't, then don't worry about it. See, Memphis can turn into anything, right? What? Who the hell's Tennessee Memphis? You realize you were wearing a maid outfit? Yeah. It's kind of hard to see a little bit, but it is what it is. Let's make the maid outfit default. I mean, if we keep making 50, then it will be. Weapon piece is a secondary rider because they got the full armor set with the weapon. Oh, yeah. I think this Friday's payday, so I'll have it. I have a bit more cash to spare. Sounds good. I don't know. Depends on if we reach goal on Wednesday. If both streams get it, if we manage to make 50 on Wednesday, then we'll do another stream. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until the next, Monday. Yeah, any free thing costs $1. What would it be? I don't know. Is the main outfit comfortable? I think so. I don't think I'd want to make anything free cost $1. Guess to go Wednesday. Sounds good, D12. We will continue on our continued streams, I guess. Someone with no idea how honorifics work. Doesn't your username mean Mr. Lord Hama? Pretty much, yeah. See, you're good at honorifics. That's pretty much exactly how it works. Cool, dude. Oh, thank you. Top 5 letters. A, B, C, D, and E. You played Prey 2017. No, I have not. But no, what? Rizmaster? How dare a person named Rizmaster claim to have any power here? Doesn't that mean they can turn into oxygen, just stay in the vicinity of someone breathing it? No, it has to be an well, I don't think oxygen is considered an object, so no, I don't think that they could. This is a rage. 5 worst letters. P, S, N, Q, E. Horror game? Occasionally, yeah, but not really that often. Jenny said water for that one. I only have water. The chameleon is not actual transmutation of their bodies. Are they like chameleons? I thought that whatever. You know what would work though? Probably. Can Kenku mimic any spell? I don't think so. Villain of the series is the original Kamen Rider who shadowed their belt, trying to regain their power out of the anger that it didn't protect them from the attack that almost killed them. Yes! Ark and I are creating the single greatest fucking, like, tokusatsu, like, renaissance right now. We are making top-tier seasons. I think we should have our Soda Rider still. I think we should have, like... You'd be like... Actually, that's just Kamen Rider GA. I was gonna say my vintage is pure. Anyway... But I feel like I want to get a job writing specifically to move to Japan to then work on Kamen Rider so that I can make these ideas a reality. If I can leverage my fame to do fucking anything, that is what I want to do with it. Sci-fi setting in a spaceship that the party crashes and then slowly figure out over time throughout the story that this whole planet is a mimic and it's going to eat them. Huh. Penny the Mint Saga. During the server, I did my introduction. Nice. Welcome in. Just got done with campaign where our players were using talking weapons with souls that got trapped by trauma. Huh. Welcome back, Andrew. And apparently oxygen is technically an object. In D&D, though. Kamen Rider Obev, the king of drinks. Yeah! Yeah! Full send it. Thank you for the follow, Brayden. I unplugged my headset. I was trying to figure out what my dog was about to eat. It was my mic. Oh no. It's literally just a sentient mimic. Isn't that like the Tomb of Annihilation, or am I thinking of something else? It's an interesting idea. Mimic planet sounds destructive. How could you make a mimic planet? If mimics exist purely on the realm of Faerun, then how do you even justify creating a mimic that huge? You're from the other life? Yeah, I do lives and stuff. It's a picture of my little lizard. Nice. That better not be a hold on. That better not be a euphemism. Okay, it is a lizard. Swear to God. Any case. Y'all should join the Discord server if you haven't done so already. Just putting that out there. Favorite number? 25. Caught them before they did any damage. Good. Basically Dead Space. Is Dead Space just a mimic planet? I thought that was no, not xenomorphs. Was it necromorphs? Got potential kid? I'd try. It's probably some sort of parasite. Is left until school end. I want to see if I can... You know what? Stick around, If we can manage to reach 63 days of maid office streams, I'll do something special. 1350 away from goal here. Are we? I thought we had less than or more than that. Just starting a soda bar. New drinks he gets in the bar gives us his new forms. Yeah! I realize now we could also do something along the lines of Gav, where each of these, there's basically a drink, and each of these drinks, a soda, an energy drink, gives you powers for 24 hours or something, right? And so you have this Kamen Rider who's using, basically, making mixed drinks with those shot bottles or whatever, and he transforms into Kamen Rider Obev. You drink a leg and goes into your throat and stomach, turn the water into mimic water? What? May 63 days from now. Well, we'll see if we can manage to reach 63 days of Made Office streams. For those of you who don't know, we are $10 away from goal here on YouTube. Please consider donating if you want to help support your boy. How many dice should I have? A lot. It's damn Soda Dungeon, the mobile game. The hell Soda Dungeon? I don't know. I stand by the fact that I think we would make a pretty solid season. we have like our entire series, right? We got Content Writer, we have Common Writer Dream, Common Writer Obev, Common Writer, I don't know what else there is. Doing 1650, so it's actually 35. Math failed me. Oh. Works at 7-Eleven, where these new energy shots weren't tested correctly and either give you powers or turns you into a monster. Yeah, or maybe the amount that you have, like if you drink too many of them, then it turns you into a monster. So you have these people who are obsessed with having power, right? And it's basically like drinking so many energy drinks, you eventually become immune. So basically, as you continue to drink more, you have to keep drinking more because you built up a tolerance to it. And so, like, the first episode has, like, a guy turning into a monster behind, like, a 7-Eleven and starts attacking people. And, like, I don't know, maybe Obev has, like, experience with it, or maybe he's, I don't know. There's, like, a vibe here, I promise. Like, orange, and do you like oranges? I mean, I don't like the color orange, but I do like oranges. I think I'm more of a tangerine person, honestly. Or, like, no, like a tangerine. Or cuties. He's sensitive to caffeine. Yeah. Or maybe like he works there because he's kind of been there. He also really likes energy drinks, and it's like it keeps him like focused, right? So he's the perfect person. He has a higher tolerance than most people because he's addicted to caffeine, and that's why he works at like a late night store, because he gets discounts, and also he's up that late anyway. And he's been working tirelessly to like make something of himself. And that's why when he transforms, it turns him into a rider instead of turning into a monster. And then we have later on in the season where he's kind of reached like a critical breaking point for that caffeine, and it fucks him up, and it eventually turns him into a monster. And then we have a whole arc where he has like bitter Obev. There's already a bitter Gav, but like crash out. Obev crash out form. Favorite suffix? Not really. Hot Topic or Spencer, what's better? What do you think? I think Hot Topic is better than Spencer's. I've never really been to a Spencer's. Shit's coming together. Write this down. It's such a good series. Also, I think it would work really well for, especially in like Japanese culture where everybody's drinking energy drinks because everybody's up. Oh, wait a minute. Right. I have an idea. Backstory for Kamen Rider Obev. He worked in one of those like I think they're called black companies. Basically, he was being overworked, and so that's why he built up an immunity to caffeine, and the entire show is a diatribe on hustle culture and having to constantly be working, otherwise, like, you know, you're seen as a failure. And so our character used to work at a big company, made all the money, but realized it was killing him slowly, so he quit. But since he still has an immunity to caffeine, he works at the late night supermarket and is just kind of selling drinks to these kids and seeing all of them go through the same thing he did. And he's trying to like tell people to relax. It's basically a whole show that tells you that it's perfectly okay to just relax and live your life the way you want to. You don't have to worry about society telling you what you can and what classifies you as a failure. And so the main fucking villain is the boss who fired him originally. He originally worked at that company, so now he's taking them down. And so he's like, and all of these monsters, right, are like the first set of monsters are people who work at the company before it gets placed out into the like general public, right? And while they do attack people, they are primarily working over and over again for that guy, and they have like their monster forms are dedicated specifically to what role they had in the company, because it shows that their work consumed them. And then hustle culture ruined your fucking life. Hypothetical real series. No, this is something that Ark and I are coming up with right now. But like that, anyway, that's the vibe I'm going with for this fucking series. Monsters could be metaphors for different things. Could be like could also have something to do with addiction. Like addiction to working, and addiction to like caffeine. Being reliant, constantly being up and working and about, otherwise you're seen as a failure. I think that would be a really solid show to make, especially because of how toxic the work culture is in Japan. Day one, attempt 4 of trying to ask for advice on my first D&D campaign. Maybe with it, I guess. It's a cool idea. Thank you. See? I'm just saying, y'all, if you want to help bankroll this, Ark and I will make this series. It'll happen. We'll call it Kamen Rider Obev. It'll be a series specifically about how you should pursue your passions, but not to the detriment of your life. Which is also good for content creators, and me specifically content creators, because I feel like if I'm not constantly working, I'm failing. And in celebration of that, I'm lowering the goal on Twitch to just reach 800 because it's a nice even number. I've heard Dark, welcome in. As for YouTube, we're still going for that 50. This is important. I need to make a wrench of fireballs. What? Salsa, the 2 most common addictions. People are addicted to salsa? How are you? Pretty good, honestly, right now. We're not doing super well on the donation front, but we just came out with the single greatest series of all time. Same with, I don't know, I'm just saying personally, Ark and I should be in charge of the fucking thing. No accent. What happened if Mimic consumed coffee? Probably nothing. This cat is a monster. Read it out. Lovely. What? We can get tea rider, calming powers, coffee rider, calf and decaf forms, and then finally H2O Bev. Is his power? Is he just water? Or H2O Bev is, yeah. Oh, wait, I love that. Tea rider. We can have like common rider matcha. Boba rider. Need donations, no more maid suit. That is true. If we don't get donations, and then I don't wear the maid outfit. But I still stream tomorrow because I have my scheduled stream days. That's what I know, and you're the only person I know who can pay off a maid dress. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. So we have coffee, cat. So he's... Common Rider Obev is going to be an energy drink rider. His powers are like... He's basically has like Clock Up from like Kabuto, where he can move super fast. Other about addictions such as the internet or video games? Maybe. I think like, in general, this series can like tackle addictions and hustle culture. I think that's the vibe I would want to go for this series. Accent. Well, what accent do you want? But we have like matcha. We have Common Rider coffee. Coffee Rider had creamer shots to charge. Change the flavor and calf and decaf forms. Ooh, decaf. So he's the secondary rider, and he has decaf as his like secondary form. Just guess you want because it's an enemy. I mean, I can try. I don't know. I'll look it up if I feel like it. It needs to be trio: red tea, ordinary tea, and chai. Yeah, like cup in the back, so real. I mean, it's close and near my house, and I need to get food. I don't necessarily support what they do, but I was just really hungry, and I honestly did not have the time to deal with other food. This is tough and tanky, but anytime a monster makes noise, one spawns nearby in a corner. Huh, good. In any case, that is my that's the vibe. That's the Common Rider season. And like the villain. The villain could be like Breshogun, right? From Teen Titans, where his body is essentially generating this caffeine, like, or this energy drink. So basically people are drinking him. Lexi, your quest for this evening is completely unwarranted confidence. You know, amazing and mages? Oh, thank you. Spell bad energy should be his phrase. What? Something you feel comfortable with? I do like a southern one. We'll do like southern. But then you could also have like alcohol riders. I feel like that'd be fun. Villain is Rito Lin. Is this a reference to something? I don't get that. 2 days ago? Well, welcome back. Hive mind. Ooh, actually that's a good point. The villain The villain could be like a hive mind. Like at the very end it's revealed that like he's siphoning the energy, the dreams, the fucking hopes, the energy from all of these people who took his fucking thing. And so, right? It takes away Obev's powers. And like all the riders' powers at the very end of the season, right? And he's this fucking monster. Pure Hydration Emperor, the helmet has a water bottle cap flipped upside down. Yeah, and I was gonna say, you get like Obev Clear or something like that, right? Where his powers come from water. And it also teaches children to drink water, you know? Is your day? Pretty good. I'm making up the greatest Common Rider season with the people. Who's better than Korra? Are you a Korra hater, Clark? Because I swear to God, we're gonna have problems. H2O Pure Hydration Emperor. Ooh, he just has like a water bottle. That's when he's like down and out, and he realizes that the passion for your dreams and like the hustle, Obev Clear fucks. It does. Obev Kuria. And it's like so refreshing. So people have a problem with Korra. Korra. Korra the Avatar. I don't want to sleep. You can sleep. I don't know. Korra is better than Roku. Oh. Sorry, I misread that. Anyway, does that back hurt more than you need kidneys to scream for water? Korra is better than Roku. People hate on Korra for no reason. Korra is one of my favorite avatars. Also because, to be fair, it goes like Kyoshi, Korra, And then I don't really like the other ones. Those are the two good ones. So, well, guys, you know who Korra from Legend of Korra? People really hate Korra. It's so stupid. The hatred that Korra gets doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, it's a Legend of Korra, but it seems really good. It's a good series. Right? People hate Korra so much. I still haven't watched much Avatar. They hate her because she's a woman. That's what I've gathered. Her character, like the series, don't mind you, is not all that good, but it's not as like Korra as a character is not nearly as bad as people say. Dinner oil finally arrived, so once dinner is made, I can eat and go to sleep. Nice. Fireball wrench has been created. I'm still here now. YouTube chat is stinky. Is it? It's been doing like okay lately. Sounds a little sexist. It is sexist. People basically people hated Korra as a character solely on the basis that like she's just a woman pretty much. I don't know. They're like a lot harsher. Basically, I don't know. They're just really stupid. I don't like fandom. I don't like them. Easy Cobalt, thanks so much for the follow. Uncle Iroh's my fave. I wish he was the Avatar. Shit characters because they have... There's... People shouldn't hate characters because they're a certain gender and stupid. So that's an oversimplification. It's just dumb. Obev Clear hydrating, the purest form, the truest power, the greatest drink, and hydrate. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Obev Clear is the... Oh my god. Upside down water bottle cap crown. He has like... He's sort of like shimmering. He has like a sort of... Oh, he has a cape of like... A cape that obviously, like, you know, in this hypothetical where we have infinite budget for CGI, it's like a cape of water. He has the ability to control water in the air. Pure refreshment. So you have that. What would his, like, his dark form would be like? Obev caffeine. Obev crash or something? Like, he basically, crash happens when he's undergone so much caffeine that it basically breaks his rider system, right? His belt fucking, like, shatters, one of the bottles cracks. And then, right, you have this, like, kind of fucked up looking, like, Obev version where, like, you have energy seeping out of every, like, crack in his armor. It's kind of like stained glass, but, like, somebody took a hammer to it. Oh, it'd be so cool. Amount for you to oil up? No. In fact, that's grounds to be fucking banned because you're being a fucking weirdo. We are not that kind of friends. I appreciate people who watch my audience. Nobody in any of the fucking like audience has the right to say that. Except for Ark, but he wouldn't because he respects me. Cape would slap. It would. Roku is the reason the 100-year war was allowed to start. Literally. I feel like Roku should get a lot more hate than he does. Mans was the sole reason that the 100-year war happened. Does YouTube has this now? Yeah, it has lives. War with the spirits destabilize the entire world. This is literally the only worst thing the Avatar can do. Didn't realize you were a fucking coward with no taste, Isaac. Avatar Korra didn't start a war with the spirits. That shit happened because of her fucking uncle. I swear to God, all you people who don't like Korra, fucking cowards, all of you. You're all so lame. What's it like having basically no taste and that your loves and desires are fucking garbage? I think Korra is a better Avatar than Aang. I think Aang is fucking loser. I think he's a loser, personally. I lost audience for that, but honestly, I don't really care. I think anybody who says Korra is a bad character is fucking dumb. The series was not written very well, I'll give you that. Like, Korra... Legend of Korra was basically destroyed by fucking, like, studio mandates and people being like, so yeah, we're only gonna do one season. Okay, let's write a complete story in one season. Hey, by the way, season 2. Okay, if we're just getting this, we'll do another season and we'll end it there. Hey, guess what? Seasons 3 and 4. What? So anyway, that's why it wasn't as cognizant as, like, the first Avatar series. But I think people are... I think anybody who doesn't like Korra has trash taste. Your thoughts on my idea? I'd like to help out. I didn't see your idea. Is it... Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. Village should be a banker when it comes to energy. I feel like it'd be a black company, though. These people drink the energy drink to get energy, but due to it being part of the village, slowly drains them of their energy to get it back and cash in on interest on that energy. Good. I don't like Korra, but I'm saying I couldn't get the Avatar series on either book. Either season, didn't matter. I mean, that's fair. You don't have to like Avatar. I'm just saying the people who really enjoyed Avatar, like, I don't know. Get a fucking grip. Korra is a lot better of an Avatar, and I'm not going to bother arguing this. I'm going to say what I want to say. I don't like or dislike the Korra. I don't know much of anything about them. Those of you who don't know Legend of Korra, you're fine. You just stand by while I roast the fuck out of these people who don't have taste. Energy drink warriors. This is just a series that we're making up as of right now. Obo crash, the pressure is building and out of control. Carbonation sounds building up. Tension, when the energy drops, everything ends. Yes! I fucking love Arclight and his ability to make the most badass fucking, like, call-outs for, like, Super Sentai and Tokusatsu related things. This is no matter how you look at Aang was... What are you talking about? No. Is that the blue people? I think Avatar the Blue People is overrated. From what I know, they do look good. They're a really good series. I'll get, like, Avatar in general is probably one of the best written, like, cartoons of the last, like, couple of decades. But, like, I don't know. I just like it. The blue people so damn generic. I don't like what the fuck is his name? James Cameron? I think James Cameron's Avatar is probably the most overrated movie I've ever seen. Like, and The Way of Water is probably equally as bad. I don't like him. I don't like those movies. Like, they have the simplest message that most children learn by age 8, and then most adults forget by age, like, 20. But, like, I don't know. It's such a bad movie. It's so boring. It's like everybody's like caught up in the 3D and like, oh, welcome to Pandora. I'm like, this is shit that I've seen in most D&D games. Ugh. Smurfs were better blue people. The Smurfs were better blue people. Anything wrong? Roku, she's... I'm not arguing with this. I don't have to make an argument. I'm gonna say that Korra is a better Avatar than Roku. Roku had every advantage and then caused the 100-Year War. Aang put his beliefs above the fate of the world, which, mind you, factored into the themes of the series, and finding a separate solution is perfectly within his right, and I think is a really good character arc. But if he didn't find a way to stop, what was his name? Ozai, the world would have just been fucked. So, like, I don't know. I think Korra had what it takes to be a good Avatar, but literally had everything against her. And also, she was in an era that was moving past the need for an Avatar. Having that transitionary, like, era, essentially, her entire purpose for being was being the Avatar. Like, you crushed a can in your hand? Yeah, like jagged pieces of metal. Sorry, I'm, like, jumping between topics. Easy to betray your friend. Would you not try and talk him out of it? What does this have to do with anything that I've been talking about? Oh, 100-Year War. Oh. Mans was fucking Fire Lord Hitler. No, what? Kill him. I know that he spared him in like response to... He literally left him alone to do all that shit for like decades. My God. The Avatar deal with it? Yeah. I mean, in Angus Descendants, he was a child when he fought Ozai. I know. I'm not saying that it's written poorly. I'm not saying that, like... I'm just saying that I think people give Korra a lot of flack for no reason. They hold Korra to a standard that doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know. I'm going to die on this hill. I think Korra's a good Avatar and a good character. Avatar is responsible for fixing the problems of the Avatar before them. Korra wasn't a bad character. She just did the best with the writers threw at her. I wasn't fond of the plot, but she's a good and deep character. I honestly think that the Equalists should have been the entire series. That would have probably been a lot better. And, like, seeing those, I guess, like, relations, like, political relations, racial relations, one of those two. I think that would have been a lot more interesting of story. Have a big as an impact as Aang, but there was no need for it, pretty much. Whereas normal bottles look like the little energy drink shots, crashes like a big monster can that's empty and he crushes in his hand. Ooh, or maybe it's like an add-on to his belt. Like, he places it in, and it's kind of similar to, the Splash Driver from Build, where it has a crank and it crushes the can. That'd be interesting. I don't think it'd need a different belt, but I think it'd be like a power-up, probably. 12 diamonds. Why? Is there a current ongoing series? No, there isn't. There is one that they're... Like, one's coming out, but it's not ongoing right now. But, like, it's just giving people more grounds to hate on Korra, and I think they could have done anything else. I wish they had said it further in the future. I know they have to do the reincarnation stuff, but I don't know. About being able to cast Silvery Bards 25 times in an array, I decided to nickname it Silvery Rosebush. Nice. You consider watching it then? It's definitely worth the watch. Obviously, the first Avatar season was meant for, like, kids. So there are definitely a few bits and pieces that are not super like our, kids show stuff. But the story as a whole is a lot better than like most fucking like children's shows. Recycling the little bottles, which he does. He just crushes the can. Yeah. I love this, and it shows that like he just doesn't care anymore. He just wants that energy. He needs that fix. Ooh, and Kamen Rider Obev Crash could like be able to siphon energy from other people, and then he siphons energy from the monsters. And unlike regular Bev, who could probably do that too, and like puts it into bottles, he just absorbs it full on into his bloodstream and uses it to like dish damage back to the fucking guy. Who the heck is Obev? It's the Kamen Rider that Ark and I just created right now. His new one's like apocalypse style stuff with the twins. I feel like it's gonna be interesting. I'm still gonna watch it, but I don't know. I think Korra deserved a lot more. It would have been better Avatar than Roku. Light? I don't know about that. You're playing one of my favorite songs. If you donate $10, sure. Otherwise, no. Let's try to turn the energy drink airborne to take over the world as a hive mind. Ooh, that could be the final one, yeah? He like lets out like evil clouds or something. I don't know. Not everyone drinks the thing. Anyway. It goes from like energy drinks to like corn syrup. So it's like in everything. And Alt Unit 7. I don't know what that is. Rider or Power Rangers. I like Kamen Rider better than Power Rangers personally. Not to say that they don't both occupy in the same part of my brain, but like, like Monster Energy, that's fine. That's not really what we're talking about. Core needed better writers. It did, dude. It really did. Get everyone addicted to caffeine. Yeah, and so now you have all these people in the street crashing out. Somebody ban this fucking dude. But anyway, so everybody else is crashing out. And, like, it's all-out war pretty much in the streets of, fantasy Japan or whatever the fuck we place this in. But, like, I don't know. I think the vibe is there. I think we've got, like, a solid series going. Fire Beanie, thank you. Got it. I got it from Spencer's, oddly enough. But then the people responsible for making this beanie saw one of my videos, and then they sent me, like, actual things. Uncommon Riders? First of all, it's not how it's spelled, but, Reach the goal to get another maid stream? No, we're still $10 away. We are $10 away from YouTube getting us another maid stream, but we shall see. What is this, diet soda or whatever has proven their worth? Diet soda. Oh, diet soda could be like a next form, maybe? If Obev is energy drinks, then I guess that gives us the room for like soda. Then we have an American Kamen Rider who's actually sponsored by Monster Energy. That's how we get more money for our infinite budget. That would be interesting though, like an American who comes in with like a different kind of energy drinks. Literally, Monster Energy would be kind of neat, though. Like, it's like an aggressive version of Obev. They, like, bring in riders from another country to fight Obev because, like, it's tanking their sales because Obev keeps clearing the way and, like, telling people that, like, you need to hydrate. Yeah? Jumper suits, the dress, and you... So, what? Oh, that jumper suit? This is a maid outfit, my guy. Rare riders. The only thing I like about Korra was the fire guy with the Batman-looking eyebrows. Oh! Mako? He was okay. I feel like they kind of fumbled his character because nobody knew what the fuck to do with him after season 1. This is my message. I get a lot of messages, my dude. I can only read so many. This is another word for sweater. No, I know that, but... Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Thanks. Legendary Riders. What's funny is Legendary Riders is an actual thing. Also, Jenny, if you're gonna complain, like, if the message gets read, it gets read. Otherwise, like, deal with it. You could also, like, fucking super chat. Then I'll absolutely see it. Otherwise, it kind of gets lost in the chat regardless. This stale as bread, his birth was better. Yay. I really loved Bolin. Bolin was a lot more interesting of a character. His story arc also didn't really make that much sense, but, like, it is what it is. Also, no, you cannot. Played Deep Rock Galactic. I have not, no. How's your day? Been okay so far. Been kind of just vibing for the most part. Figuring out whether or not to get food. Unfortunately, we haven't reached goal, so I cannot get Korean barbecue, unfortunately. But, we've at least made a little bit, which is perfectly fine by me. Introduction of other drinks into the world. Yeah. I love Wolf Welcome in. Then we cross over with God for a snack and drink episode. Yes! Right? And then you could also do, like, the other food-based riders. Been cooking? Ooh, what you been cooking? Meth, no doubt. But I guess you could put like Gaim in there. Gaim had food. Fruit Riders. Crossover. That'd be so dope. Holy shit. Thank you for the 70 I think that's Zimbabwe dollars. I don't know what ZAR is. He's killed right before he started the war, hence the beginning of the new Avatar cycle. Firelord wanted to convince Roku to join him. He injected the offer and told his best friend to stop. Yeah, he told him to stop and then did nothing to stop him. He kicked his ass and then left him alive and then fucked off to his island forever. And then he died on that island. Also, we are now $6 away from our goal. Apparently 70 ZAR is the equivalent of $4. Interesting. South African rands. Oh, got it. Is it Zimbabwe where like 1 million Zimbabwe dollars are equal to like $1, right? You cook something out of your book? We should. Maybe we'll do that. If YouTube manages to make that goal, maybe we'll do that as a bonus stream and like do that as I don't know. I really don't want to cook in a house with other people, is the reason. He needs to have a Gaim fruit power up where he accidentally eats one of Gaim's fruit locks. Yeah. Hama's a cookbook? Yeah. D12 bought me the cookbook. Doing cheese tortellini. Ooh, that does taste good. That sounds good. I should do like pasta. $18 to the rand. Interesting. Maybe about Edward Kenway, an Assassin's Creed caricature. I honestly don't remember any of that. Hama-themed cookbook. A Hama-themed cookbook would be interesting. Also, it's not a theme. It's not based off of me. It's a D&D cookbook. And it has a lot of interesting recipes in it, and I can't wait to try them. I don't know when I'm going to try them, but I'll try them eventually. Honestly, I might do them at home. Maybe do them here. I could do them here. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, our goal for this evening, at least on Twitch, is to at least reach 800. That's like 13 bucks away. Fun spell idea. Spell that makes any song name real for 10 turns. Why song, though? The D&D guy, hello. Why are you doing this? Because I can. The vibes be vibing, you know? It is also very interesting that... I don't know. I've always find it really interesting, the vastness of my audience, if that makes sense. Like, people pay in all sorts of different incomes over here. This bacon is really good. Orc bacon? That does sound good. My channel points to make you do push-ups. You can if you want to. The villain ride is alcohol version of his powers. Ooh, and he fights with like drunken fist. Dude is an alcoholic, which is also very interesting because it factors into like Japan's drinking culture. I think we've created the single greatest Kamen Rider season, second only to Dream, which is another really great season that we've made up. You like the username? Bread with a gun. I think it's all right. D&D guy, also, can I recreate the Call of Duty war crimes that were said in the chat in here? No. What? You repurpose oil rig as a refuge from the boss since he's vulnerable to water. He wouldn't be oil, though, would he? He'd be like... I don't know. Duolingos in YouTube chat? I don't think it's the real Duolingo. Leviathan, your quest for this evening is giving birth to the Antichrist. Have fun with that. Child rearing is very difficult, as I've heard. Firelord killed Roku, then the next Avatar cycle started. Yeah. That happens in the... he technically doesn't kill him. He leaves him to die on his island. But basically, if Roku hadn't been a cowardly bitch and took out his friend, would have been like... Imagine your friend becomes Hitler, right? You kill him. I don't know how... I don't know. Like, that is that controversial to say? You kill him, right? Like, you have all the power... You literally have him on a fucking platter. Also, it's a child show, so we're clearly never going to do that, you know? You quest now? I do on Twitch. I don't have a redeem in YouTube because YouTube doesn't have a whole lot of functions, but like if you want to donate like $1, I'll give you a quest. It basically comes from the Cards Against Humanity thing, which mind you, I should really do D&D Against Humanity again. I haven't done those in a long time. The Blindfold of Dark Vision 2 broken? Blindfold of Dark Vision? Imagine your friend becomes Hitler. Sounds like a great way to start an essay or video. I mean, if I ever talk about Avatar, I very well might. In the comments, yeah, I mean, I try to. Cards Against Humanity. It's the button on the box under any circumstances. Are we acquaintances? I guess. I don't know. I'm acquainted with some of the people in here. Why is there always like a fucking Diddy impersonator? I swear to God. No fucking brain cells, these people, man. How you doing today? Feeling all right. Kind of just vibing. We are very, very close to goal over on YouTube. $6 away. But we were talking about a handful of things, honestly. We're talking about Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, D&D, handful of other things here and there. Say that was just me ranting and I had to censor myself a lot. Whiskey, neat, cork pop, and pouring the shot into the glass. Henshin, be responsible, we drink, not your enemies. Yeah! I do love the idea that, like, he pops the bottle, downs it, and then just fucking puts it in the thing. Would it be Kamen Rider whiskey? Kamen Rider What is the most popular drink in Japan? I know beer is, but like Kamen Rider Sapporo. Kamen Rider Poro? 35,000 IDR, whatever that much. Gets jump scared by a foreign currency. I think that was like 12 cents, I think, something like that. That's insane. What currency is that? What is IDR? Oh, I love the shorts. Welcome in. Or the high socks. If somebody pays me for them, sure. IDR is rupees. Oh, interesting. Huh. I guess you don't. Heroin? I don't think that's a drink. But I know 17 digits. I know 3.14159265, and that's because of Night at the Museum. Oh, India. Interesting. Shoshu is the most Jap. Oh, okay. And then running out of media characters to make D&D characters. I mean, there will always be those, but like, I can always double up. There are a lot. Ooh, sake. Yeah, Kamen Rider sake. Osake. Osake? Sake? I don't know which one of those is better, but like, takes a shot, places it into his fucking belt, and then you watch as like, oh my god, what would that? It's like a very Japanese style armor because it's a Japanese like drink. He likes okay, so hear me out. During his transformation, a large barrel like forms around him and it corks it, right? And then you watch as the pressure builds until the wood shatters, and now you have this like sort of samurai-esque Kamen Rider. Maybe a video of D&D version of Sokka? Maybe. What have you been up to? Not a lot. Just been like hanging out for the most part. Doing my thing. That makes sense. We are so close to goal over on YouTube. I guess people really don't want that made outfit stream. But we will be ending on a day 8, which is going to be relatively interesting. The small bottle shatters and the glass pieces make his visor. Yeah! Trying to figure out what... So you have like shattered glass for the visor. You have like sort of armored adornments. What's Sake's thing? How much are you missing from YouTube? About like $5 roughly. Marion guy, I like your very cool swag. Thank you, chicken. Appreciate it. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? At least 5 chucks. It's for all the great content. Aw, thank you. VTubers as D&D characters needs to be made. I mean, that's... I don't know enough about VTubers. Like, I don't know how I would make any of that, like, work. So when as a player makes a terrible pun and a pair of sunglasses appear. It's 35. 35 what? 35 cents? Are you so cool? I don't know. I just kind of do my usual shenanigans. Hi, Moon. So we have that Kamen Rider. What else should we do? Guess what, Hama? What? Oh, Sake is Kintsugi. Wait, yes! Hey, Mitchell. So we did reach goal. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Mitchell. Where I presses the button, the bird appears and watches him follow the party. Yay, that's the idea that I had. Wishcaster made one of the worst last time we tried. What Wishcaster? What do you mean Wishcaster? Hey, thanks, Moon, for the 1250. Appreciate you. Let's fucking go. Oh, so we managed to reach the sort of like Twitch goal, kind of. It's not really a Twitch goal. It's like as close as we were gonna get, but we managed to reach 800, which is honestly all that matters. Which also means that as we kind of progress, we might even make our monthly goal this fucking month. Is nobody else talking? I don't know. Some people just want to vibe. There's nothing wrong with that. Foreign Kamen Rider based on German Spezi or German beer. I would. Should we keep it specifically to like energy drinks for like drinks for teens? Because I don't know. Would it make sense to do like a sake rider? Or should we do that for a different one? Where it'd be like Kamen Rider like alcohol. Kamen Rider whiskey, Kamen Rider sake. I don't know. I feel like I'd keep it more to energy drinks. So it'd be like Kamen Rider Monster. I don't know. I don't think Kamen Rider has ever done like a sponsorship thing, have they? Time to hydrate again. Okie doke. You know, Eldritch Cheese Grater is a species that knows the spell and gets into a group. What? Good stuff. Trying to dig the center of the earth, turning slowly infused with everything. What? When you need a session, would you play it on YouTube? I mean, I've done a handful of things. I've had them premiere on my stream occasionally, but I haven't really done much in terms of like streaming them full on. Scorpion from Mortal Kombat D&D character. Good. I add it to the list. I have a bunch. I have one that I wanted to write, but I still need to figure out how to write it. Shouldn't backfire, and one of the party members tried to use Wish to fix it, but made it worse. That makes more sense. We're planning on streaming today. I mean, we reached about 2 hours, so probably ending stream soon since we managed to reach goal. But it should be teenage drinks. Osake would be adult beverages. Coffee could be an old businessman, and tea should be a female college student. You know what? Solid. I think we need more. We need more female writers. We could literally have Obev be a female writer. I just think we need more female representation in Kamen Rider. There's been like one or two. It's always been a dude. We've never had a main Kamen Rider be a girl. We've had Kamen Rider Femme, which is literally Kamen Rider Girl. That was the first one. Do you like tortillas? Yeah. Well, pilot Jack Cooper as... Who's Jack Cooper? Isn't Jack Cooper from Titanfall? Best D&D channel? Oh, thank you, Colton. There's a type Kamen Rider is Karen Rider. Oh, God, no. Karen Rider, where it's just people showing up, making everybody's life worse. Because I'm Elvis. It's all right. What's a Kamen Rider? So it's Kamen, and it is a Japanese superhero show. Howdy to you as well. What are your thoughts on the Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme? I don't like Taco Bell. I don't know if that's controversial to say, but I've never been a fan of Taco Bell. Just shadow Japanese Power Ranger. Isn't that Japanese Power Rangers? Technically, Power Rangers is American Super Sentai. Though they adapted differently. I don't know. And T should get her friend into Boba and then become Boba Rider after mixing their Boba with T Rider's tea drinking transforming beverage. Should we do that, or should we have Boba and tea be two different ones? What other drinks are there? Smoothie Rider. He's like a health nut. He's like... Oh, we can have like a big muscular rider, kind of similar to like Kamen Rider. What the fuck was the guy Buster? He's just like this huge dude with like smoothies. He like works at the gym. He's like one of those like muscle guys. I don't know. Like a bodybuilder. I think it'd be so fun to see a bodybuilder in Kamen Rider. It's on Discord. I can't guarantee that I'll look at them, but you can post them if you want. Do Crash Bandicoot as a D&D character? I don't know. I've never played Crash Bandicoot. I don't know. Protein Shake Rider. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Those would be a different one, but they first transform by mixing their Boba with tea's drink. Ooh, yeah, that'd be kind of neat. Protein Shake Rider, soda, energy drinks, boba tea. We have our main cast. Then we have Osake as the evil rider. There's a person named... Fucking, they made Peanuts named Motherfuck... What? I am the D&D guy. Yeah, that's me. I do D&D stuff. Chrissy could read. I've never heard of that, no. You're gonna post on Discord? No. You need to understand boundaries, my guy. I do have a business email, but that's mostly for like sponsorships and stuff. I usually ignore I've gotten a few emails from people who use it and like try to pitch ideas, and I'm like, I don't know what you expected me to do, but I'm not gonna fucking bother with this. Which is, if you want to contact me, it's through my Discord server. I'm not gonna answer anybody's like emails. This guy actually just asked that. Gotta go do your streams. Bye. This email is not my email at hama.org. I should really put together hama.org. Everything's an all-bard campaign based on famous musicians. I think it'd be fun. It depends on how you do it. Is it Anti-Hero Rider, Pepsi Man? Does Pepsi Man count as a Kamen Rider? I don't know if he does, but like, kind of gives me that vibe. May I ping you? As long as you don't over ping me. If people start pinging me too much in my server, then I'm just not gonna fucking answer. But you can do it sparingly. Not a chance at not a chance at get out of my fucking thing but .org. Pepsi Man absolutely has to be an eldritch monster in Obev. Right? I feel like that'd be fun. See, it is me. Say a bad word. Depends on what bad word. I've seen you in your... Have I finally reached the For You page on YouTube again? Have I finally reached the algorithm? Have I stopped being bullied? Is that finally happening? Are we finally here? I'm back. Welcome back, Nexus. Anyway, I think I'm going to end my stream here. I need to figure out food. You've been on the For You page? Nice. I did post 2 videos today, so anybody who likes my content is going to miss me after I end my stream. Go check that out. I say it back. Hi, Minstrel. Anyway, I'm going to end my stream here. We managed to reach goal on YouTube, which means another maid outfit stream. It's been slowing down recently, so we'll see if we keep getting that happen. Wrote down the stuff from Bev. All right, hear me out. Oh, wait, okay, so I'm going to get back to just chatting. Hear me out, Ark. We do this as like a mini series. Like, we could do this as like a short campaign. And since it's a Kamen Rider show, we only need to have one other person in it. We could make Kamen Rider... We could introduce Kamen Rider to an audience of like TTRPG people through the use of fucking like hero of mass or like D&D or whatever. No clue you stream? Yeah, I do. I stream every day. Well, mostly every day. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for sure. If I get bonus stuff for streams, then you'll see me around every day. But in case you guys haven't already, you should join the Discord server. It's linked in the bio of in the description of this stream. So if you want notifications for that, you should go join Class for Power Rangers. So what I'm hearing is we should play it, and we could swap which rider we are, right? One of us can be Obev, and then the next time one of us runs a season of like Dream. Do you want to be Common Rider Dream or Common Rider Obev? I don't know. I feel like Dream would be more your speed because like it has to do with like children's dreams and you have kids. And also like you're also a very positive force. Obev is like tackling toxic work environments. Dream is about uplifting others through the use of like their passions. I love that both of these seasons have to do with like passions and like following them. This is where the Discord is. Love that chair. I got it from a sponsorship. Where's the link again? It's in the description of the live. You can find that to join the Discord server. Highly recommend doing so. It's a pretty fun place. We have people hanging out. I'm Rem and Coffee Rider. I'm not the main character. Wait, then who's running the thing? Or unless those are NPCs. Why are you not the main rider, though? I thought, like, you deserve to be a main rider on one of these. We can swap off DMing. Are you religious at all? Not necessarily. I don't knock people who are religious. I just dislike people who hoist their religion on other people. I recently watched the document. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I recently watched the documentary about Ruby Frankie, and like it's crazy how much of her fucking delusion stemmed from her religion. And then she brought on that other lady, and then it just went all the way fucking down. It was insane. Ruby Frankie deserves everything she fucking got in terms of like being in prison. It's on Hema? I don't know what that is. Anyway, that was the stream. I hope everybody was hanging out. I'm going to use whatever money I made from the stream to go get some, like, a lot of food. I don't have my Kamen Rider to be main character yet. We'll make one. We will get it. We'll happen. We'll make it happen. You know, we're student my migraine starting out. All right, this is going to be the end of the stream. I need to get food before I collapse. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Love you. Follow if you haven't already. If you have, consider just joining the Discord server. If you know both of those things, subscribe. This applies to both sides. You can subscribe for free on YouTube and subscribe for free if you have Amazon Prime on Twitch. But thank you guys so much for being here for this stream. We're still building up our audience and trying to get as many people as we can to watch these Twitch streams, so hopefully we can reach partner. But I will catch you all later. Bye. Time to go get food. Bye, YouTube. Dude, my hand is shaking. I really need to eat, like, now.